Alrighty, good evening everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to another night here in the tavern tonight. Tonight we got a special treat for you guys. So tonight we're going to be talking about things spooky, scary, and, well, otherwise not for the very faint of heart. It is I, Boom Thundercask, bringing you back to another night here. So anyways, we do have our special guest Midge, our Queen of the Spooks, the lady who takes all of these fucking games just straight head on, with no fucks in the world. So it's gonna be a very big special treat tonight for you guys. It's gonna be a special treat for us as well. We do have 5 games to give away tonight. So, we're going to be talking a little bit later on that and trying to get that figured out, all that scored away and everything like that. Let's see here for now. Let's see here.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Welcome in.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going. How about you guys?
Oh, it's going great. It's going fantastic. Here for another
Having
night.
a pretty decent day.
Here for another night. Here for another fun, glorious evening.
Hell yeah. I'll second that.
Yeah.
Hope y'all are getting ready for some spoopiness and some horror stuff because we got a lot in store for you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, everybody, please welcome our special guest, Midge. Midge 007. You can find her mainly on YouTube.
Yes.
She is making her transition over to YouTube from Twitch.
Yeah.
Does most things horror, most things cats. Likes to play a lot of chillax games. Big on Apex. Yeah, it's always a treat watching her play Apex with other people. It's always a treat. Like, all of her streams are always a treat to go back, go and relax, and just kind of kick back and just vibe to.
I love that.
But tonight she's joining us because she's also one of the people who, as I said earlier, plays all of these fucking horror games. Like, she just tackles all of these horror games head on.
Yeah.
Like, not sure how she does it, but so that's what we're going to be discussing. And again, I do have 5 games. I handed Trez the list of games that we're going to be handing out. So tonight, what's on the plate, and we're trying to figure out, we'll figure something out as we go through the night. But we have Made of Scare, a Plague Tale Innocence, Man of Medan, The Suicide of Rachel Foster, and Amnesia Rebirth to give away tonight.
Yeah. The years get more intense as the list goes on.
It's kind of like the whole Vince McMahon meme, as it just like the further it goes on, the more orgasmic it looks like he's in his chair.
Exactly.
Oh man. But anyways, tonight it's all about spooky night. Halloween is just around the corner, guys. Are you guys dressing up? Are you guys doing anything fun for Halloween?
I'm not gonna be going out or anything. I'm gonna be at home, being a grump.
Wow.
Nah, I'm gonna be having my own little stream Halloween thing, so that'll be what I'm up to.
You're gonna be doing some
yeah.
scary games.
Well, it's more of a creepy atmospheric game that you take pictures in, kind of like Fatal Frame, but there's no spooky ghosts, it's just creepy places.
I love that.
Yeah, it's more aesthetic than anything, but I think it'd be a cool, like, vibey game to play.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I had one
Old Interior Worlds, it just released yesterday, too.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds dope. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna be at work.
Well, that sounds like that's what your plans are tomorrow. Are you dressing up for work, though?
Yeah, I'm wearing that Akatsuki robe. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to wear it because it's so friggin' hot, but I'm gonna wear it for a little while, and then I'm just gonna be like, deuces. I'm not gonna be an Akatsuki member anymore. It's too fucking hot. Yeah, that's about my life tomorrow. Which sucks because I don't think I would do anything if I wasn't working, but I don't want to work.
It's Halloween, like.
Yeah.
They need to declare like Halloween like a major holiday and like.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
Close most places down. Let people go out and fucking get fat on candy, like.
Yeah.
Like a normal American citizen.
Right? It's our American right to go get fat on Halloween. What the hell?
Give me all the gumdrops.
Gumdrop
buttons.
Exactly.
Oh jeez.
You got any plans, Winter?
I work.
Nice.
I kind of wanted to text Bree and see if I could just like. I really wanted to take Cyrek out this year. Like I wanted to. Like I was so excited when I bought him, and I wanted to take him out, but like I work till 7, so like it's practically gonna be like dark when I get out of work. So
Yeah.
I might at least sneak his headpiece and hand paws in. Like I don't know if like sneak him into work. And
Do a little photo shoot.
And have him there in spirit while I'm like slinging pills for people.
Can I fill your pills? And then just turn around.
I got some special candy for you, sir.
Take one a day.
Take one a day.
Take it with food.
Oh, man. After dinner, you can have your treat.
Exactly.
You can have your pain medication after, Grandpa.
Yeah, just calm down.
Finish your pudding.
Gross.
Man, Halloween's always a fun time, though.
No, I'll just be working as well until 7. So sucks.
Yeet.
But
Hopefully next year will be a lot more free to do the stuff, you know.
Hope so.
So it'll be all right though. Maybe next year I can take time off and full suit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You should, Truz, you should make the word of the day. You know what? That's an idea. Everybody who types in the word of the day from Truz's chat.
I don't have a word of the day today because we're podcasting, so I didn't make one today.
Well, think of one.
Well, if I say it now, people are gonna hear it. And I can't do that. It's unfortunate. I can't.
Well, we need to think of a way. We need to think of a way to get these people in so they can win some video games.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're already like almost 20 minutes in, and we've just been yapping away. But that's what podcast people do, right?
Yeah, that's what every beginning of the podcast goes. You got bullshit for a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Considering like I got to like witness Chaotix. Like I got to sign as a witness for Chaotic today. For his lovely wedding ship.
That's exciting. I don't think I've ever been somebody's witness at their
So
wedding.
you just kind of like stare at them and then there you go.
Well, I mean, technically, I did witness it because they did like the video. They did the video over Facebook, and I watched it. I was like, man, that's a good video. And they're like, congrats, you're like the best man. You can witness it. I'm like, oh,
Nice.
cool.
That's awesome.
But anyways, hi Bree. Welcome on in.
Bree.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hello,
gosh.
Bree.
So, anyways, we're gonna be talking about like all the scary video games that we've kind of endured, kind of went through. Your scariest moments, the funniest moments.
Funny thing is, I'm not gonna have too many scary games to talk about, but I do have games that aren't scary that scared me.
Oh please,
Chat,
if you have not like seen Trous's moments with Siren Head, oh my god, I about pissed myself.
Hell yeah.
It just tells me how scared I am.
Fucking good.
And I was like 4 beers in, and like still fucking scared. I tried to be like drunk to not be as scared, but it didn't work.
Like it was just so great watching him run away, and all you hear is just in the background like a fucking like it's a tornado warning.
Emergency weather system's going off and Trousers freaking out. Hell yeah.
Oh shit, hurricane! Fuck.
He's gonna have like one of those like this is a test warning. Fucking Trousers gonna have PTSD and try to hide under the bed. It's like Siren Head's back.
Don't put. I ain't gonna stand next to a 40-foot telephone pole for a while.
Or go in the woods at all. Fuck.
Can we just camp in the backyard in the city where it's noisy?
Please. Why? What's wrong? Well, see, there's this big siren. Okay. All right, that's enough.
Long story short, I have an allergen to trees.
A big siren go burn.
Exactly. You look at it like a light pole at night, you think it's siren head, and you're like, what's wrong with you? It's a light pole. No, it's not. It isn't.
Swear to God, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's a great game. That's one of my favorite Trevor Henderson creatures. He's the guy that created Siren Head. He makes a lot of creepy shit. I try not to like too much of it because I feel like I know that like on Twitter, you see a lot of likes from other people, and he's got some weird shit. So I'm like, I'll just like some of the not so creepy stuff because there's like he makes like creatures that are under your bed, down a tunnel that you're walking through, like all the places that you would be scared like things might pop out is where he makes them. So it's just it's scary.
I don't think I could go and see this guy's stuff because like I get fucking scared shitless in the dark.
Yeah,
I'm okay with darkness myself, I think. For the most part. It depends where the darkness is and what situation I'm in.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
in my house I can walk around pitch black just fine. But
yeah.
Like when it comes to like being out in the middle of nowhere in the dark, fuck that shit.
Yeah, at least if you're in your house, the only thing that's scary is the corner that's coming to crunch your pinky toe. But that's about it. Like, that's about it. Or in my situation, stepping on a cat. Like, oh man, I hate that shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Walking around in the dark's not too bad.
My cats are smart enough not to walk under me.
God, I wish Orion was that way. Jesus.
Got a clumsy boy.
Or like you have weird, like you have, like you have weird sounds at night, and you're like, yeah, that's just the cats. When you don't have pets and that shit happens, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a mouse. I didn't hear a squeak, dude.
You hear the door open. It's just a draft, okay. Oh god. Oh, it must have been the thunder. There's no storm. I know.
Just like look out, it's a starry night, crickets are chirping, like, oh.
Must have been the lightning. Stop. There's nothing there. I know.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. But yeah, Trevor Henderson's a great illustrator. And then he subsequently just retweets a lot of other creepy stuff that's online. But yeah, Siren Head that's a solid game. That's almost like Slenderman. That game.
Yeah, it's very similar.
The OG Slenderman will always have a special place in my heart because that was the first game I played in the horror game I played in the dark. I didn't die my first playthrough. My friends were pissed because I had no idea what I was doing. They're like, just get these papers. And I was like, ah, cool, I can do that. And they're like, well, we're going to shut the lights off. And I was like, why? And he's like, just don't worry about it. They were like playing through it or whatever. And he's like, you got 5 out of 6? What the fuck? And like nothing had happened. And I don't know if I had glitched out, but I collected all the papers or whatever. And he was like, I fucking hate this game. So he plays it, and immediately Slenderman shows up, and he's like, "This is who you're supposed to see." Gosh, my bad. So, yeah,
well, one of the things I learned, and I helped a friend like through one of his playthroughs of Slenderman, is like a lot of people are like stupid, and they'll just like keep looking back to see if Slenderman's there. If you don't look back, you're not gonna get fucking caught by him.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Your battery's gonna die, and you're gonna really fucking hate yourself because you're like looking in the dark for these stupid pages. But if you don't look back,
I hate that's what I hate most about those types of games. A flashlight, you have to have it off for a lot of the time, and you're like, I want to see though. I want to
Yeah.
see.
Yep. That shit sucks. Or when you have to find fucking batteries, that shit pisses me off. I'm like, all right, well, it didn't need to be this realistic.
So
Also,
might as
what
well die. No.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, what fucking flashlight is running through a double A in like 10 minutes? That horse shit. There is no way. This is fake.
Those those Winco brand batteries.
Dollar come from the Dollar Tree.
Exactly. Sons of bitches.
Oh man.
Yeah. No. Those kind of games are fun. The older ones. They did make a remake of the Slender game. I played it and it just like it didn't. I think they tried to make it more scary than the original, which I just don't think held up because the reason it was scary is because the game looks shitty. And then sometimes like more graphics doesn't make the game any scarier.
I can agree with that.
I
I'd
feel
say
like
that's pretty valid.
Cause I play those Chilla art games. They're made by two Japanese dudes, and I don't know what they're like, $5 maybe at most, and they make them look like all VHS-y and 8-bit ish, and like that shit scares the fuck out of me. Those games are creepy as hell.
It's like Uncanny Valley rather than too real.
Yeah. Like you don't have to be super realistic with your horror as long as you're setting the correct atmosphere. I think
unsettling look.
Yeah. I think that can be more effective than trying to like sorry, I mean the tater tot. That new horror game that's coming out, the body cam one. It's made by two guys. It looks realistic, but it's in the way that they're presenting the game is what's going to make it scary. They're having bad camera angles. You can't see anything as well. That's what's going to make the game. It looks fucking phenomenal, graphics-wise, but it was also a demo. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to go, but it's just all in the way that you present your game, I think. So graphics don't always make the game.
Kind of reminds me of old 70s and 80s horror movies, how they use like practical effects rather than digital and CGI, which I find it way scary to look at the practical effects.
I agree.
Same kind of deal, you know.
Yeah, like The Fly. That movie's fucking disgusting, but it's like it's done so well because they did all the prosthetics and whatnot and all the goo and all the stuff that they make. I think is more scary than if they would have done that CGI.
What comes to mind is The Thing. The Thing movie was fucking crazy, but then the new remake was like very lackluster.
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
It was cool, but not nearly as like scary.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of the similar translation to video games with like, you know, it doesn't always have to be the best looking graphics either.
Yeah, you don't have to grab a AAA title to have a good time. Indie horror is such a good genre. There's some shit, like there's some ass games, but like, overall, I think indie horror has been like just a great fucking time. I love it.
So
yeah, I find myself liking the indie horrors more.
So what would you say is probably your favorite indie horror right now?
Oh wow.
Or like some of your favorites.
Let's see. So I really enjoy The Mortuary Assistant. For some reason, that game gives me it really gets in like my brain. And I don't know what it is about it. But that one I can only play one round of trying to figure out which body is possessed. After that, I cannot go anymore. I get too into my head, so I have to hop out. But I really I like that one. And I'm gonna have to say the newest Chillo's art game, which is the Bathhouse. They have knocked it out of the park every time. The Bathhouse was really good.
God, that one was weird to watch, but
it is weird. It was weird to play. But yeah, that one I just love the way that they set up the games. The thing that sucks about those, though, I do have like, if I had a complaint about them, it would be that like they don't make them linear enough to know where you need to go next. I think it's too vague. I think they should drop a couple more hints, or maybe just make it a little more. Because I can dink around in a game all day and be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing though. Like I have a little bit of a shove somewhere. Like, and those games don't do that. So it's that's I think my only complaint about it. But yeah.
That's like one of those, like, wasn't there like a cafe one where you were like running a coffee house?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever finish
shift.
that one?
Yes, I did. I did finish that one. I think I finished it on my own. The game glitched out, and it kind of irritated me on that night that I was playing it. And I was like, fuck, I'm not in a good mood. So I went back and I finished it. But yeah, it's a solid game.
Very salad.
Very solid. 10 out of 10.
What about you, Winter? What are you like in the indie realm of horror?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think I would have to fall into the aspect of like playing like multiplayer games with people. Like, this crew has definitely showed me a majority of horror games. Like, before the whole shit went down with the people, with the creators of it, like Phasmophobia, we were playing that every fucking night.
I know.
Like staying up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning playing Phasmo, and even like having so much experience with that game, like we were still getting our asses scared and like jumping and screaming.
Yep.
And then came out Forewarned. Like I'm still really upset on myself. I still haven't played since they did the first Egyptian update, where they brought the different like Egyptian tombs that you could explore. So I still have like a lot of stuff that I have not seen in Forewarned. But like every time that people play, it's usually full or I'm busy.
Right.
And then came Devour. Like that game, like if you want to get your shit scared, that is a game to get your shit scared.
Yeah, what game?
Absolutely.
Devour.
It
is a multiplayer 4-player versus AI. And depending on the map that you go to, was like there was like certain goals depending on the map that you went to. But like the further into the goals that you went, the harder the game got.
Yep. And that shit sucks.
Oh, it's an 8-bit. Hello there.
Yeah, 8-bit's been in chat, like Bree's been talking.
Hi guys.
Now, Bree brought up an interesting one for us. Like, we've only played it one night, and that was Fear Therapy.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Now, I've heard that they've had an update with it, and they brought in a new map.
We should test it out.
But holy...
I'm not gonna lie. I think after so long in that game, the scares, because they didn't change. I started to be like, okay, I'm not as scared playing this game. I just kind of want to get through it and see if we can beat it, type of situation. I loved it, but definitely the scares started to wear off.
Yeah, like...
If that makes sense.
Fear Therapy was good at the start for, like, the scares, but, like, the scares were starting to become repetitive, and eventually we kind of got over it, but... It's a good one to, like, master your fear of jump scares.
Absolutely. Absolutely, because the scares are so consistent and it's the same type of, like, there's the lady in your face again, and then she's gonna drag you up, or whatever the frick she did, I forgot. But, that starts to become very repetitive, and so at some point you just, I don't know if you would say desensitized, but you are just used to it at that point. So it kind of loses its scare luster, and you're like, all right, now I can focus on the game and focus on what I need to do instead of worrying about like being too scared at this point.
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, kind of
Exactly
like
like that. Just
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the first 15 minutes, you're all right.
You know, I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
I have one time, and I played it for half an hour. That was it.
I watched
have not played any
Markiplier
of those.
play him, and then I was done with it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I watched him
Right.
play all of them.
Same here. I never played them. I don't know if it was like. I mean, maybe I'll eventually play them, but it just never was a game that like appealed to me to like play live. I might play it on my own.
Playing it live, beware of children for days.
Oh God.
It's just the most popular horror game with kids, so like you're gonna find a lot of
Yeah.
kids joining. I know this
That's
with
true.
my buddy Slight, who was streaming all of them, and oh my god, he opened the floodgates.
Oh God.
It's like, you
Yeah,
gotta
maybe not.
wonder, like, what was the thought process in targeting a horror game toward children?
I don't think it was well, I don't know if it was the whole point, but it's about kids at at a pizza place with a bunch of animatronics, so it's kind of like in a children's situation, but I don't know if it was like targeted to kids. I mean, I think it just resonated with the kids somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Although,
Yeah,
It
shit,
was
I
just
think
set out to make a game.
I guess Pokemon was targeted toward kids, and here we are in our fucking mid-30s playing fucking Pokemon, excited about Scarlet and Violet.
The world
Hey,
is a
leave
funny
me alone.
place.
I mean, I guess you can never figure out like what was like what their target audience is, and depending on where that targeting points toward.
Mhm.
Like, what was Fortnite originally targeted towards?
Shit, if I know, dude.
Yeah, fuck.
And it's like-
for him. I don't fucking know.
And it's like all these like fucking 12, 13-year-olds like getting a hold of Fortnite, and it's like, and God, like you
Yeah, I
would
don't-
watch like BlizzCon and like watch like StarCraft competitions and Warcraft competitions and World of Warcraft arenas, and these people are going for like, you know, maybe a couple $100,000 for a top prize.
Mhm.
And then that fucking Fortnite tournament came around, and that kid won how much? Like $15 million?
Yeah, he won a. Oh my God. Yeah, he's set for life.
Like,
Franken
fucking
90s.
playing a single goddamn round of Fortnite wound
Yep.
up winning him so much money.
No. It's wild. It was just wild.
Yeah, fucking.
Like, it makes me curious.
I haven't
now.
played any indie games really myself that are horror, except for Siren Head, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm very much dipping my toes in it right now.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
That's
that.
it.
I've been trying to lurk in them and kind of watch you navigate them.
yeah, it's kind of tough for me, but I'm finding stuff I can handle, like
Okay.
cryptids I mentioned. I can deal
Mhm.
with that. The SCP games, I think I'm gonna try some of them.
Hell
Um,
yeah. Hell yeah.
And Dead Space, I went all through the whole trilogy already. That's not
Nice.
indie, but that's one of the things I can handle.
Yes, because you had mentioned that you like space horror, which Dead Space is right up your alley then.
Well, yeah, I'm sad that Prey wasn't that scary though.
Yeah.
I was like
that-
in the first hour of the game, I was like kind of scared, and then I realized this isn't that bad.
Yeah. I think the Callisto project is going to be wild and really
Oh
good.
man, that's coming out December, isn't it?
Yep.
Dude, oh man, I'm gonna have to play that right
Yeah.
then, because I usually wait till October, but this is one of those rare cases. I'm like, I love Dead Space, so I'm gonna actually play this one.
Hell yeah. What do you think about like Resident Evil, like the new remakes? Now that they've kind of re-envisioned the originals, would that be something y'all would like want to dive into eventually?
I think I could
consider that
handle
even
Resident
horror?
Evil.
I tried getting into the Resident Evil series. Like, Resident Evil 0 was probably the game that I delved most into.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
I just like I was able to pass the train and everything like that, but that the Resident Evil series just does not pertain to me in terms of video games.
That's fair.
Like I
That's
love
fair.
watching them. Like don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
I loved watching you watch you go through Village.
Our game was phenomenal.
Yeah, I could say that I'm like 50-50. I'd say I love watching it, but I think I could probably get into some of them because, from what I know, Dead Space borrowed a lot from Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
and with its system and mechanics. So I was like, I could probably jump right in and get used to it, right? But I'm not sure how I'll handle the creatures and whatnot that you fight.
Oh yeah, like in Resident Evil 2, it's still in my opinion. So the remakes have been beautiful. I don't give a shit about what the Resident Evil community says. Like they're pretty divided. The folks that played the originals are pretty dead set on them. Those tank controls can eat my ass. I really like the I like the originals for what they are, but I love the remakes, and I love that the reimagining of the camera angles and the weapons and the menu items. Like, it is just phenomenal. And Mr. X is probably the scariest. Nemi does not as scary as Mr. X is. Mr. X doesn't say a fucking word. He sounds like a marble statue running after you. And you're like, you have no time to hide. And that shit, for some reason, that shit, like, woo, that shit gets me real bad.
It's like, fuck
It's
that
so
stoic
scary.
piece of shit.
I know. And like you can't shoot him to do any damage. So you're just like, well, this is my life now.
That reminds me of the mod of when they switch the music with X, gonna give it to you, you gonna give it to you.
Yeah. I mean, that
This
would have
shit's
made it a
funny.
little bit more delightful. Or
Oh yeah.
I tried to download, I don't know if it's just not working right now, but I tried to download the Thomas the Tank Engine for Mr. X because
Oh
it is
god.
so funny because I'll hear this dee-dee-dee-dee-dee when it gets closer and then like
Oh.
down, and you're like, oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm really but I can't get it to work right, so it's postponed until I can figure out what the hell is going on with that mod.
Yeah,
Well.
I've seen my friend play Resident Evil 2, and I'd watch him run away from Mr. X every time and screaming.
He's so scary.
It's like, oh shit, here he comes again. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Just like
Yep.
playing musical doors with him.
Yep.
It's funny.
Man. But yeah, like with Village, they just had the DLC come out, so if anybody was interested in that, they
There's been a lot of remakes coming out. Silent Hill,
Mhm.
I think they're
Dead Space
Silent Hill
1.
I think it's because they're
Great.
starting to run out of ideas.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but at the same time, I feel like they deserve. Some of these old ones deserve a good like polishing and like just a nice
Yeah.
shiny new package for us to enjoy.
Yeah, and like I think also it plays on our generation is very much nostalgic for the things that we grew up with, and I think companies realize that
Oh yeah,
and want to refresh the series like you said. I think they deserve that because of how good they are, but also they are making money off of our nostalgia, and I guess I'm okay with it because some of this stuff is looking really good. So
yeah. Most of the stuff they put out isn't bad, so it's like
Mhm.
there's nothing really to be, too mad about. You could always go back to the originals either way,
Right, yeah,
But
they're
the
always
originals
there
are so
for
fucking
you.
expensive.
Yeah, that's true. There's accessibility is a problem for some stuff, but
Mhm.
if you're
I
willing
agree
to,
with
there's always emulation.
Mhm.
So
But be warned, emulation is illegal. We do not suggest it or condone it in any way, shape, or form on this channel.
you make your own decisions. That's all. That's it.
Emulation, what's that?
Never heard of her.
Yeah, never heard of her. But yeah. Charles, you were saying you were gonna play a game what's that game called with the photos that you're gonna play?
Oh, Interior Worlds.
Okay, so
It
there's a
is-
game that I played. I'm looking for it. That I played that is similar to that. I think it was gifted to me. Oh, it's called Darkness Under My Bed.
Oh
So
god.
you're a young child, and you have a camera, and you just take pictures of creepy things under your bed. I don't think there's anything that like actually happens. I think you just take pictures. So when you said that, I was like, oh shit, is he playing that? That's kind of scary.
I'm sure
But,
the atmosphere is scary enough. It'll get me.
Oh yeah. But that's cool though too. I hadn't heard of the one that you mentioned, so I'm excited.
Oh
to
yeah,
watch
that just barely came out by the dev who made one of my favorite games, Hypnagogia Boundless Dreams.
Yeah.
The one that
okay.
I always play. I played it just yesterday, but
I saw that.
he released a new game, and I was like, I might as well try that out because I love everything he puts out. He put a Metal Gear kind of clone with the lizard instead, and it's super interesting. It was really cool to see how it was. But he's a cool dev.
As JR says,
Nice.
emulation is not illegal, but downloading the ROMs is. Ripping the ROMs yourself is not illegal.
Yeah, there's a fine line between stuff. Just don't tell people where to get stuff, and you're good.
Yeah, don't tell them where you got it on that one website. Shut up.
Oh, it's called Covert Critter. This Metal Gear clone, Covert Critter. But it's super cool. But yeah, he makes some games on itch.io. And yeah, he put out that creepy... He loves liminal stuff and horror, and he decided to make his own thing like that. And I was like, that's super cool.
I love that. Yeah, itch.io has some... Okay, so it's the grab bag. You can get some like real solid like indie games, like Faith. That... I did not think an 8-bit game would scare the shit out of me. That game is terrifying. It scared me. Storyteller told me to play it, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll play that. That's not that big of a deal. And I was like, at the end of it, I was like, why did I do this? I can't sleep now. But otherwise, itch.io has some hilariously bad horror games, and those end up being, I think, a lot of fun too when they're just so bad. You're like, oh, this is gonna be scary. Then you play it, and you're like, what the fuck is this? No, it's not scary at all.
I think that's what attracted me to fucking observation duty, actually.
Hell yeah.
Just like I watched the first one and I was like, man, this game looks like fun, but it looks like shit.
It does. The first one, it gives off that vibe, then you get into it and you're like, holy hell, this is great.
Now that's one that like, if you're not prepared for some of the fucking jump scares that they have in that game. Holy shit.
I loved it. I would play those games over and over again. I love those.
I definitely would too. Like 2 is like one of the hardest ones to stream just because of the new house and one of the anomalies that happens in the living room.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
That one just like...
It was like, sir, I want to stream this. God damn it.
So, shall we enlighten Chaz a little bit on this one?
I think we should.
So, do you kind of know what observation duty is, Chaz? Kind of.
You have to look for the anomaly, like you said, and like you have to guess right before it gets you or something.
Yeah, it's a very horror themed spot the difference, and you can't have like more than like 5 differences on the map at one time. So, on the second one, they like really enhanced the graphics, like made it look super good, super nice. And the living room had one anomaly that popped up. Now, with this game, unfortunately, you do see a lot of boob and you do see a lot of dong.
Yeah.
mostly just boob, but one of the anomalies that pops up is that there are 2 guys that pop up on the sofa, and one is giving the other some head.
Oh my god.
Now,
my god.
You don't see this, but like your imagination, you don't have to have an imagination to know exactly what's going on. The funniest part about it, though, is because we were curious one night, is that we had reported them and went back to look, and the 2 stop what they're doing and they look at the camera and just give you this look as if like you just did not fucking do this to us, did you? You have the fucking audacity to report us.
I almost thought you were gonna say they turned around and made an evil ass fucking death face or some shit, but no, I guess they were just more disappointed.
Oh no, there's plenty of death faces, not from them.
Nope. They're more like,
That's funny.
Do you fucking mind? And you're like, yeah, I'm trying to be in the house. Please stop.
Stop doing the suck.
Stop doing the Kirby. Get out of here.
The
Stop
Quaby.
doing the Kirby.
Yay.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna see that in normal now.
Man, there's like a one horror game I've been looking forward to that's gonna be on itch.io. I think I showed Midge. It was like a fishing game, but it's haunted or like very horror themed after a certain point.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember
A
this.
fishing horror game?
Yeah, like every day you go out to fish, and the first day is like any normal day, and then the second day comes, it gets a little more creepy, and then I guess as it goes on, there's like even more crazy fish, and like then eventually there's like a fucking sea monster in the lake and shit like that, and it gets all like the atmosphere gets all gloomy and I'm like, whoa, this is interesting take on the fishing genre.
Bree, just no. Bree, no.
Uh-oh. I got no.
Bree on my chat, it's like, that's it, that's what I'm calling it from now on. Like, no, don't do the Kirby on Anthony, please.
No.
Anthony does not need the Kirby.
No Quaby for you.
Yeah, instead of doing the Mario, doing the Quaid.
Do the Mario's the after part.
Oh man. The after part.
Oh my god. That's too good.
Oh man.
All those pipes you're having to jump into and all that.
I needed a dog.
Oh my god, I'm so done. I'm sorry.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Now you could argue that a game like I haven't played it yet. I haven't even opened it. Death Stranding, that is a horror game in my opinion.
Isn't that the one where you're like carrying the baby the whole freaking time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Kojima. I love Kojima. He's such a weirdo.
I wish I could like understand what the devs' thoughts process was with that game. Maybe I need to buy Death Stranding and play the game from start to finish to understand.
Yeah, I've never watched it. I've never played it. Only because I hadn't had it, and I really, really want to play it. I only have it on PlayStation, so I have to play
It's
it.
like just a surrealist game, I think.
Yeah, and it looked weird, and I was like, I'm a big
I've played
fan
many of
here.
those as like indie titles in the Weird Shit Wednesday, kind of something that just this is nonsensical, surreal shit. But
Love that.
yeah, it's very cool. You don't really have to get it; you just have to enjoy what the hell it throws at you.
I think they consider Death Stranding horror.
I assume so, because it's creepy. I mean, and I'm assuming there's a lot of. I mean, I'm assuming there's like gory things. Also, gore gets thrown into horror.
I'm definitely gonna. I definitely need to pick up the game and play it just to understand.
Yeah,
The concept that the devs had behind it, like,
I do want to play it as well. Yeah,
because I guess the whole baby thing just, I don't know.
it's weird. I'm guessing it has something to do with, like that baby has some sort of genetic material that they consider sacred for whatever reason, and you have to transport the sacred DNA for whatever reason. I'm sure it's an apocalyptic save humanity bad guy goes, I want that one, and then you have to fight the bad guy, and it's a whole thing, and then fucking alright. So I think just from the trailer, that's the vibe I get.
That guy goes, I want that one.
That sounded like something Peter Griffin would say. I want that one.
Hell yeah. God, if the bad guy was Peter Griffin, that'd make that game real.
I want
weird.
that one.
It went different.
What's a boat? But the mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. Let me steal this guy's baby.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that one. Kojima makes some. I mean, he did. Did he do Metal Gear? I was pretty sure he did those.
Metal Gear. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he posts about the last one a lot for some reason. So I don't know if it got re-released or what happened, because I've been seeing a lot of Metal Gear come off of his profile. But then he's making something else with Elle Fanning, so Dakota Fanning's younger sister, I guess. So I'm kind of interested as to what the hell he's doing there. But yeah, I think the one horror game that didn't even get to be a horror game that changed the horror genre forever was PT. And I know people get tired of hearing about PT, but I remember when it came out. Yeah, so originally that was going to be a Silent Hill remake, or a new Silent Hill game from Kojima working with holy hell, the name just escaped me. People that made Silent Hill. I can't fucking remember it now. They were going to work on it. They had some creative differences. Kojima was not cool with any of it, and it got nixed. So the only thing that ever came out was the demo, and that demo is terrifying to this day. I don't care what anybody says.
Images is terrifying as fuck.
I remember watching Game Grumps play it.
Yeah, it's scary. I was with a group of friends. We were working at school late at night, and they're like, "Hey," and they were animation majors, so like they were really wanting to play it to look at the animation and stuff. And so we stayed after, and played it for the first time. Through that, I had to have one of them walk me home. It scared me so bad. But so many people have paid homage to that particular demo, and I just can't imagine what it would have been had the whole game had they been able to figure out how to get past their differences, what that would have actually done to the horror genre, if it would have made a bigger a more like a bigger door.
If only pachinko never existed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They would have had a reason to keep going with video games.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a topic for another fucking time. We don't need to get into that. The Pachinkos. The Al Pacinos.
The Al Pacinos. But yeah, if you've never watched the demo, it's a good watch. I suggest watching Game Grumps because they make it funny. Especially if you don't like horror.
Dan is just like me. Dan is me.
Pissing. He is scared.
I literally become Dan with anything remotely tiny bit scary.
Yeah.
That reminds me of stuff that, like, I want to talk about stuff that used to scare us as a kid that isn't so scary now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have a couple of games that did that to me that are no way horror at all, but got me.
Yeah, no.
One of them is Fable.
Really?
Surprisingly enough. Yeah, Fable. I was 10 when I first played it. 10 years old. It came out in 2004. And yeah. So I was 10 when I played it. And I was really loving the game. I was like, ooh, I could do magic and I got swords and shit, you know? And I was like, and I got to a certain part of the game where you had to escort these traders through a forest. And it's called Darkwood. And you get there and it's super scary music and very dark and scary and spooky, and even the traders are like, oh, I don't want to be here, and it's not making it any better for me. And then, like, as soon as you get to a part of the forest, a fucking werewolf thing called the Balverine comes from the sky and starts eating a corpse, and you're like, oh fuck, and I dropped the game for 3 months after that.
Oh.
I was like, not playing this anymore. I'm done. And I left it. And I was like, 3 months passed. And I was like, I really love the game. And I just went back to it and I went through it and I got through it. And I was like, finally, the worst is over. Oh, man. That was so early in the game, too. It was like maybe it takes 2 hours to get there, 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
And yeah, that scared the fuck out of me as a kid. I did not like Balverines. And then also, Halo 1.
Okay.
The Flood.
The fun-
The Flood are fucked. Even now, I still got kind of like the heebie-jeebies with them. But yeah, they're like the zombies from Halo. And
One of my
I couldn't.
friends, one of my friends ran the flood for me.
The popcorn.
He would always call the little tiny fuckers like little kernels, and he would call like the bloated guys popcorn bags.
Yeah. Those big
Oh, they are
guys.
kind of creepy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I got to it's mission 6 that they come out, and as soon as I got to mission 6, I stopped playing past that point as a kid too, and I just kept playing the first 5 missions over and over and over and over and over and over until I was like 13, and then one of my stepbrothers at the time wanted to play Halo 1 on Legendary with me, and we got to that part, and I finally braved it because I had someone with me, and then I beat the game when I was around like 13. It took that long, but yeah, that's how badly I didn't want to play against the Flood.
Hey, I mean, you did it eventually, so good on you.
Yeah, I managed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me when I was a kid. This is gonna sound really strange. My dad. This part isn't strange. My dad used to play the Nintendo 64 with us because that was our first console. And when I played Banjo-Kazooie, I was terrified of the ant, like the little ant creatures you first come in contact with, and the witch used to scare me. And my dad had to play through that little stage with the ants for me. I remember feeling just like, ugh, like felt really gross when I would see them, and I was scared of the witch. My dad ended up beating her at the end for me because I couldn't do it because I was too scared. Oh, I remember that. And I remember playing Glover and being scared of Glover. There were certain
You unlocked the core
villains that
memory
got
for me, dude.
Hell yeah. Like, I love Glover to death. JR will say that it's not great. I maybe it's nostalgia. I really love that game. And I remember being terrified of that one because I think there's a circus level, and that used to scare me. So
Circus.
yeah, I used to be. I mean, I don't enjoy them now, but I used to be very scared of clowns. So yeah,
Clowns could be scary too, for sure.
especially when you're a young kid and your imagination is just fucking enormous. So like, I always had a really hard time with anything scary. Yeah, those are the 2 games I remember, I think, from my childhood that weren't scary, but they were scary to me for sure.
Yeah. Now look at you now. And then
I know, younger me would be like, what is wrong with you?
what is wrong with you, you horror junkie? Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of us do have to ask the age-old question: what got you into wanting to play all of these horror games?
It genuinely, it is because I was so scared of anything scary used to really get to me, and I kind of just got tired of it because I had heard people talk about like scary movies and scary games, how like, oh no, they were really good, it had some scary stuff in it, but like overall it was really good. And I'm like, I want to be able to, like, I want to say that I want to go into a game or a movie, and yeah, some stuff is terrifying, but overall I want to see how, you know, a story plays out. I want to see how it's written and stuff like that. And the first scary game I streamed was God's Basement. Is a little indie game, and thankfully it's very linear. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna play through this game. I'm going to get through it from beginning to end while I'm streaming, and we'll see how I feel after that. Because I wanted to conquer this fear of just being afraid of all of that stuff. It was very, very hard. I had a lot of nightmares when I began. I don't have them anymore, but yeah, it was mostly just to prove to myself that, like, that my fear of being scared and my fear of whatever Hollywood or video game industry had put out there, like, I didn't want it to affect me like that. I wanted to be able to say that I could conquer that. And I think, even though I do get scared when I play, I come away from the games now knowing that it's just a game. It's just a storyline. And I actually can enjoy a game for what it's worth or a movie for what it's worth, and not just like the visuals are scary, because I don't know, you kind of, I don't know if you get desensitized to it, but you also just you just learn not to get in your head about some of that stuff, because it's not, at the end of the night, it's not real, and
Yeah.
you got a good storyline behind it, then it's worth it. It's worth pissing yourself in your nice chair.
Sorry, that fucking moral of the story at the end. It's worth pissing yourself. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? You know, if you haven't pissed yourself at least once in your life, you're missing out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So yeah, Winter, I was gonna ask, what time did you want to do the first little spin for the giveaway?
I guess we could do it now. Midge, pick a word.
Ooh, any word. Okay, I got a word.
Okay. So everybody in both mine and Trouz's chat, listen closely to the secret word. When you hear the secret word, God, I just fucking read Conker's comments. When you hear the secret word, type it in as fast as you can, and be either mine or Trouz's chat. And we'll do a spin to see who wins a brand new, not car, game. Alright, so what's the word, Midge?
The word is apple.
Alright, I got one on my side.
Okay. Everybody can join, everybody can participate. This is for a Steam game. For your
Yeah.
You'll get a choice of 5. You'll get a choice out of 1 out of 5 games if you win. 1 out of 5 horror games to add to your Steam collection. So if anybody wants to join, if anybody wants to participate, type in the secret word now.
Yeah.
The secret word, the password is apple.
Apple. Apple.
You actor. You.
That's Santa. Is that the Santa Claus one? It reminds me of when he's getting interrogated when you're saying that. You.
No, it was like when Peter Griffin was on Password, and it was like the password is flaming, and he's like, you.
I forgot about that. Show me potato salad.
Peter Shield.
I like that episode.
Give people
I use
another
that.
minute here.
I actually use that quite frequently. I'm like, show me potato salad.
Points to nothing.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna have Bree. Where's 8-Bit?
Yep.
Where's JR? Where's the whole
I know, I don't know
crew?
what these stinky fuckers are doing.
Don't be afraid to win a game now.
Yeah, exactly. And you could have a lot of fun with it. You never know.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if you're all gonna be stinky.
Stinky boys. And girls.
Alright. I guess.
Yeah.
Randomize.
Okay, so we put Conquer and Bree's name in, and then we spin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you spinning it?
I'm putting it up here on my screen here. Give me a sec.
Because I was just gonna do a list randomizer and just say, but if you got the spinneroonies,
He's got the spins.
do your old spinneroonies. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Don't suck.
Yeah. Remember to wash
Ready?
your hands. Yeah.
Click
Ding,
the
ding, ding,
spin.
ding,
Spin
ding,
the
ding.
win. No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
And the winner is Bree.
Hey!
Bree.
Congrats!
We have a winner, chicken dinner.
Okay, Bree.
Chicken dinner.
So you have a choice of 5 games. So you can either take, and they're all horror games.
Hell yeah.
You can either take Maid of Skier, A Plague Tale: Innocence, Men of Medan, The Suicide of Rachel Foster, or Amnesia Rebirth.
Those are all solid games. Can't
Yeah.
lose with any of them.
The last one, Amnesia Rebirth. Okay. All right.
yeah.
Write that down. Somebody write it down. I don't have a pen.
You got it, I got it.
Okay. All right.
You got it, I got it. What a dumb thing to say. God. Talk about amnesia.
We're having a great night, guys.
We're having a good
It's a
time.
great night.
Conker's too scared, he says.
Oh,
But
which one would be
That's
like,
all-
which one would be the least scary of them out of the list, Midge?
Man of Medan. Man of Medan. That game, tricks you into thinking that it's scary. I will say that. But it is not. Once the stuff is revealed, it's not. So I think the safest out of all of those is Man of Medan.
See, Conquer, you
Man
can
of
pick
Medan.
that one.
it's like Until Dawn, but not as scary, right?
Right. I mean, I genuinely don't remember ever being scared in that game. It was done really well. I don't remember being super scared though. I swear it's not scary. I swear it's not. I played some shit, and maybe that's why.
I played
I
some
messed
shit.
up.
Oh man. All right.
Oh,
so,
anyways. So
what were we talking about again?
let's go back to like some old time horrors. Like, I do have one that I gotta say. Like, it's a very interesting one. It was a lot of people would probably hate it, and I can understand why. Because whenever people will suggest, like, ask for suggestions of like horror games, one that I always watched my family play growing up was Phantasmagoria.
Oh yeah.
The only problem with it, like, even though you don't like necessarily like see any body parts or anything like that, there is a rape scene in the game.
Oh.
And that's
did
like
not
the
know
only
that.
problem that like a lot of people have with it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But like
Fair.
you gotta have that scene in order to like progress. But it's like it's a story
Oh.
about this like lovely couple who like moves into a house, like this like little nowhere and bumfuck nowhere town. But like something happens and the husband starts becoming possessed by a demon, so you're trying to figure out how to stop it, so to say. Because like over the
Yikes.
course of a few days, like his attitude changes completely. It's like a full like 180 heel.
Huh. Ooh, that's wild.
So like you're like trying to figure out how to solve it, trying to figure out like how to figure out what's going on, and you eventually realize that he's like becoming possessed by the fucking devil.
Good old devil getting in there.
I hate possessions. I can deal with being in hell in a video game, but I can't deal with it when hell coming to the earth. That kind of shit.
That is a valid thing.
Like,
That
Doom's easy
that's
as
my
fuck.
hardest.
But I can't deal with possession games.
I hear you on that one.
You can't deal with like succubi or anything like that. It's like slowly possessing you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
the-
like the mortuary assistant deals with like, I'll just take that one because like I said, that one gets in my head a little bit. That one deals with you have to figure out the demon that's possessing the bodies that you're trying to prepare for a funeral. Yeah, I think I know why I have that fear. I'm in therapy. And I'm slowly starting to move past it, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's probably a really real fear if I'm playing a game, is that shit gets me. It's annoying. I hate it. I want to play a game, more games with that in it, but I just can't.
I can't do a lot of horror games solo. I really can't.
I've only done it solo, actually, myself.
See, you should do group horror. That's way fun. And you're not as scared. At least in my opinion. I was not as scared when I had people with me.
Yeah, I could see that being a little more fun.
I could definitely see you trying out Devour with us, Trows.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I definitely 100% could see you playing that game with us.
Yeah.
We'll take you
I
to
do
the
too,
old
at some
Western
point.
town.
Ye old Western town.
Quick Draw McGraw
Yeah.
just sits and waits for us.
Hell yeah.
I mean, quick job, McGraw, because he's probably a zombie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I have another question for y'all guys. I think's interesting. What do you think? Like, what elements of horror do you appreciate the most that makes it like really scary for you?
That's a good question. What makes it scary?
I would want to say
go
like
ahead.
an anticipation of it.
Yeah.
Like I kind of really like build up. Like I don't know why, but I really like build up. So like
Yeah.
when you're like anticipating something to happen. So I'm gonna take y'all on a little journey here. This dream, I had a dream a really long time ago, and I don't know why the fuck this dream has stuck with me for so long. But I watched like the first part of the new It series, right? So
yeah.
I wanted to watch it. Like I watched the old It, like watched through the whole thing, watched the first part, and I don't know what antagonized this dream to start. But I had this dream. Like, it was in the middle of the day. Courtney and I were just walking around the park. It was a busy day. It was, like, super busy day. There was, like, parties going on. Like, everybody was out just having a good time. And I don't know what the fuck brought it on, but I saw this one really, really super shiny red balloon.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I could utter out was, well, fuck. And then I woke up.
Yes, that's great.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck brought it on, or what the fuck like caused me to have that dream, because it was a long time after I watched it.
Yeah.
But like just the fact that I just saw this red balloon just flow right in front of me, and I'm just like, well, fuck. And I woke up.
I love
Fucking,
that.
you died in your dream right then and there. So anticipation and build up is your thing, huh?
Yeah.
I hate that. Like for myself.
I kind of like having horror dreams, like horror. I like some nightmares like really get to me. Like if I watch if I like see a loved one like die in front of me, then those ones really fucking get to me. Oh, I cannot do those ones. But if it's just like a fantasy horror nightmare where it's just like some kind of like creature pops up and I'm like having to run away from it or something like that, I find it weird, but I kind of thoroughly enjoy those.
That's fair.
Get an adrenaline rush in your sleep.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Midge? What do you appreciate the most?
I think one of the big things is the story. Has to be a story that I'm interested in. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time I am looking for a decent storyline. And then I really, if you can get a good sound design in a horror game, like that seals the deal for me. Like, as a fellow audio engineer, sound design is very important to me because you know when somebody's using a stock sound, like a fucking door opening, and you're like, all right, I know what library you pulled that from. I'm not scared anymore, and I get pulled out. But when you can get in a game that has a good sound design, that they've either created their own sounds or they know how to manipulate sounds that already have been created, and they can use that in a very artistic way. That's definitely a big one for me. So yeah, the story and then the sound design. That's what makes a good horror game for me.
I think I agree with you on the sound design part for sure, because man, like with the siren head, I could tell you the science fucking noises and that shit. Fuck. I was ready to jump at any moment every single time.
Yep.
And it's just very creepy. And then also I think like atmosphere for sure. The tone of the setting like really gets to like in tandem with the sound design. I feels like I appreciate a lot because it's like this is what really does the heavy lifting in my opinion for scary things.
Like if
The
you're
music.
going along and you're just fucking around in this room, you're like walking and you got like the scary music going and you hear the sounds and all of a sudden the music drops and you don't hear a fucking thing and you're like, oh no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh god, what's gonna happen? And then like what Winter said, that causes that anticipation. But yeah, it sound design make or breaks a game, I guess, for me. So
Yeah, this is a game I play. I'm not gonna say which game because for reasons, but there's a game I played recently. Like I played it a lot already, and every single time I get to this scary part, it fucks with me every time. No matter how many times I played it, no matter what's gonna happen, like I know what's gonna happen.
I think I know what game we're talking about.
The sound just fucking hits, and I'm like, oh.
And I think I'm coming up to playing it, aren't I?
I don't know, man.
Yes, you fucking do.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna keep the fifth.
See, this explains it. Like, this tells me that's in that fucking Hypnagogia game that I have to fucking play. So after our Link to the Past shenanigans, I'm still super salty about my current run right now, but we'll leave that as is. But like once we're done with the whole Link to the Past shenanigans, we're gonna move on to where I have to play Hypnagogia, and he
I love that.
Is going to guide me.
Yep.
I love that. That's gonna be fun to watch.
I'm gonna be your spirit guide in the dream world.
Yes.
That's me. I'm the wise man that blazes it right now, and I'm the devil on your shoulder now.
Hell yeah.
Does paralysis count? Because I saw my grandma walk past my bed while I was in paralysis and got up and no one was there. You know, my grandma still haunts my dreams to this day.
Jesus.
Like,
damn, lady, move on.
My mom says that she's just coming to visit, but I'm like, Grandma, you visit me every fucking day. Go away.
Damn, Grandma. Get a hobby. Don't they have anything to do over there?
Winter, did you brush your hair today? Fuck off, Grandma.
No, actually, I didn't brush my hair today.
Uh-oh. Granny's coming.
Granny's coming to fucking nag you.
As if she doesn't nag enough. Like, bless her heart.
Oh my god, what a complete 180 there. With all due respect.
With all due respect, Grandma, I need some me time.
That doesn't include you. Go walk somewhere else. I've heard about sleep paralysis. I don't have it, thankfully. I get nightmares every once in a while, and they never fucking, they're scary, but I can be cognizant in my dream. So I'm actively like scared out of my fucking mind, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I think that's why I'm scared, and like nothing makes sense. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had sleep paralysis. I usually just wake up, or if I have nightmares, I wake myself up.
You're gonna be like, stop that, while she chaps her gums. Ugh.
JR says that I yell in my sleep, so he has to wake me up sometimes. I'm usually fighting somebody. So,
oh man, I've done that one time in my life where I actually woke myself up yelling.
Isn't it weird?
I don't know why I yelled, but I yelled as loud as I could, and I was like, what the fuck? I woke up like, why am I fucking yelling right now? What scared me? And I don't even remember. And I just like, all right, going back to sleep. And my brother woke up like, what the hell? I just saw him move up to look at me.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it?
so weird.
No, Corey catches me all the time sleep talking. That poor dude. Like, most of the time it'll be like, thank you for calling the Walmart pharmacy. How can I help you?
Oh.
Now that's scary.
I'm at work. No.
No!
I have a lot of work dreams. It's not fun.
That's alright. I feel that.
I have a lot of dreams about being in school again, which fucking sucks.
Ew.
I hate it.
That's
It's just
scary.
like, it's like a merging of my high school and college in one fucking school, and I hate it because I'm like,
fuck.
I'm like opening doors into places in the high school that now go to the college and vice versa, and I'm like, why is this happening? Why am I stuck in this?
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yep, dreams tend to have ever fucking changing, like, you know what I mean? Everything just shifts. So
yeah.
the room could be completely different when you turn around. That's
Yep.
what's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, holy shit. So the people that made Bigfoot, I'm gonna switch this, do a little 180. The people that did Bigfoot, they just released a Bigfoot plushie.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's cute as fuck. Let me send it.
I want to catch him.
I'll post the links. Post them details.
I'm posting. I'm trying to do I have permission to post a link in your stream, Charles?
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if it would auto mod me and spank me out of there.
No, you're good.
That's a bad Midgie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at him. He's cute.
I'm just chilling in the woods. What you want?
I like how he's a cut on his eyebrow. Fuck. I love it. I think I gotta have one. That game's fun as fuck, Trows. If you ever want to play, it's not.
Is
Genuinely, I
that a
don't
Trows
really care.
plushie? No. Come on. I have a mustache, you know.
I think Trows
Yeah,
would have a
come on.
lot of fun with Bigfoot. Especially as Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
like
God,
cryptids.
You would love Bigfoot. I don't know why they label. It has to be because you can fight Bigfoot. I don't know why they list it as horror. It is nowhere near that. I really think you should sometime, just even if we don't stream it, we should definitely play Bigfoot, and you get to be Bigfoot. Hell
I do
yeah.
like being the big monster.
Could be the big hairy man in
I
the
don't know.
woods.
I think I will have to say that there is some horror aspects, like especially versus the AI. When you're waiting in anticipation inside a cabin and
Oh shit!
he's
I think
fucking
that's
walking
true.
by the door.
Oh yeah, that is true. You hear the thump thump thump. You're like, oh god, Bigfoot.
You
But that, I
become
mean,
Bigfoot. You're, "Hoo, hoo, hoo."
yeah. it's got to happen sometime. We got to make some time and do that, because I think that would be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a good time.
Hell yeah.
Bigfoots.
Bigfoot.
Do they have like a Loch Ness game out there? Probably.
You know what? Let me look. Because that'd be sick as shit. I bet they do.
But I do have a little bit of a fear of deep waters, so that would also scare the shit out of me. I've
They
tried
have a-
playing Subnautica and I could not do it. Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that no.
I
That
played it in the shallows until when I got to the fucking deeper water, I was like, I cannot see the floor or the sky. I'm fucking out of here. I was just floating in nothingness. Like when you get to a certain part of the depth, you'll lose sight of the surface, and you also won't see the bottom, and it is terrifying.
No,
I
I think
hate
would be really terrifying, and I kind of want to try it out just to see. Is playing Subnautica in VR.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
My thalassophobia is going crazy, man.
They have a Loch Ness game. And
Oh
it's,
shit!
Multiplayer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it looks shitty, but I kind of want to play it. I added it to my wish list.
There you go. Let's see.
Oh man, it looks bad. I want to play it.
It looks bad. I want to play it.
Oh yeah.
It's really dark. That's pretty cool. Do they all have Scottish accents?
I hope so.
I hope
They have to
so.
fight Nessie. They have to have Scottish accent.
Oh, there she blows.
Oh, there she blows.
All right, let's see here. This game is absolutely unplayable in its current state. I was expecting something similar to Phasmophobia or Forewarned. A fun co-op experience hunting something, but we can't even use the boats. I have no idea how to go straight or turn. We can't even get off the boat on shore. I don't know how you can possibly mess up vehicle controls this bad in the year of our Lord 2021. We had no idea what we were doing. At some point, I teleported across half the lake and was just falling in the water while my friend still saw me in the boat.
This game sounds awesome. God.
That'll be a good one-off.
Yeah. Well, I clicked found it funny, so I don't think I should get too mad because I think it's funny as fuck. Oh man. Yeah.
Loch
Cool.
Ness. Man, but yeah, I've been looking at SCP games too. I like the crazy government hidden creature, alien, crazy weird shit that's hidden
Oh,
under
yeah.
our noses kind of shit.
Yeah. Those games, because I remember one SCP game, graphics were ass, and I was playing it, and I get motion sickness, unfortunately, with some games. That game I couldn't finish because it caused motion sickness. But the newest SCP game, which I thought I bought, but I guess I didn't. It looks so good. Where is it? SCP. Well, made the SCP.
It means shitty cockapoo.
Yeah. It's a poopy game. Oh, this one's multiplayer? What?
I remember watching a YouTuber where he does mainly Halo videos, but he branched out to do SCP lore videos, and I was like, ooh. Talking about the SCP-01 with the sun and how the sun becomes deadly.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
Yeah. Some of that definitely fits along the lines of the cryptid world. I feel like it kind of sits alongside it. Yeah, I bet you'd have a lot of fun with those. Or the Backrooms games. If anybody's watched the YouTube video from that 16-year-old who's a fucking genius.
The Backrooms is the one with the fucking people running away in the random empty offices with the fucking PNG chasing them.
That's one of that's one of them.
I see that all over TikTok.
There is that one, and then there's a really well-made one. That's a lot more serious, but yeah, that's one of them.
I see people running away from weird pictures of just celebrities and shit, and to a stupid song that doesn't even sound scary, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Meme scary.
Meme scary is fun.
I haven't run across too many memes scary, honestly.
I haven't played through it all yet. The Stanley Parable, that's a good game. They kind of consider that horror, and I guess it can be because it can be kind of creepy at times. but that's also
It's
very
not.
memey. Well,
It's just unsettling for moments.
there could be unsettling moments. I mean, because like you're by yourself. Ouch. And there's some creepy sounds. So if you're like not used to it, I think it can be unsettling. But overall, fucking hilarious.
Fucking hilarious, mate.
Fucking hilarious, mate.
They should make a slasher like game, but it's funny too. Kind of like Scream had a little bit of funniness to it.
Oh, hey.
God, if you want
Death Stranding
You wanna
Director's Cut is only $6 right now.
What?
on PC?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking steal.
Yo, I'm buying it right
Six-
now. I have it on
six
PlayStation.
fucking-
But I don't want to play it on PlayStation.
$6 fucking dollaroos? Are you fucking kidding me,
Oh, that's the okay, never mind. Nix that. That's
That's
the
to
upgrade.
upgrade it.
God damn it.
Yep, now I see it.
Oh, come on, Winter. You had us all ready
Death
to throw
Stranding Director's
six.
Cut is $24 right now.
That's not too bad still.
How much is just Death Stranding?
I think it's 24, which still that's not that bad.
Yeah, if you haven't played it before, that's a good ass buy, honestly.
I think so. I
Oh,
guess
fuck, I was gonna buy it. I don't see myself spending $24 on it.
You don't want to know about the baby and the amber? No.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh shit!
Fuck.
whatever
Chilla's Arc
reason-
just dropped. They just dropped a new fucking game, or they're gonna drop a game on December 2nd. It's called Karaoke.
Karaoke?
Karaoke. Yeah, karaoke.
In the
Oh,
dark. No.
fuck. Hell yeah! You're coming home from your karaoke night. Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Hell yeah! I gotta play it now.
I saw a game that I thought I would be interested in, but it turned out had terrible reviews. It's
what was that?
it was about a horror rave. It's called
Horror
Strobophagia. Rave
Oh, there
horror
it was.
survival game. Strobophagia.
Oh.
It looks fucking cool, but as from the reviews, people were like, it's got some bad mechanical problems and stuff.
I think you should try it.
It was gonna be one of the weird shit Wednesdays I had planned, but I decided against it like 4 months ago or something like that. But who knows if people want to see it? I'll just
Yeah,
play
comment below and tell them you want to watch it, because I want to watch it.
it. More scary.
Another game that I downloaded that's kind of scary is called Bee Simulator. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's not scary.
If you
You're
got
just
a
a
bee, if you got a bee phobia, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Is that a thing? Bee phobia?
My friend's got it, but he starts swinging. He doesn't fight. When he fights or flies, he does fight. He starts swinging on the bees with his fists.
So does Cordy, 100 fucking percent.
Just like the fight or flight kicks in, but it's like I choose fight, bitch.
Oh
Start
my
fucking
god.
that. Funny.
Oh my god, that's great. That is great.
Boxing match with the bees.
Who will win in a fight? One small fluffy boy or one big swinging boy?
Taking float like a butterfly, sting like a bee to a whole nother meaning.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to playing a little more horror as of now, since I kind of found a little bit of enjoyment out of some of it.
Good. Good. I think
Yeah,
I think you're doing the right thing though. You're trying to find things that like are a small branch out here and there. I think that's a good way to do it.
yeah. Like Serenade really showed me. Like I do kind of enjoy the thrill of running the fuck away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's that other game I was mentioning to you a while back with the car, where you're out in the middle of nowhere driving, and then these fucking people start following you in their car, and you have to outdrive them, and then once they catch you, they pull you out of the car and shit, and they're wearing like these crazy white masks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
remember we
fucks
talked-
me up.
Yeah, 'cause we talked about that because of your job. You
Yeah, my job.
think
I'm always
about that.
driving out like that. I hate when people are behind me when I'm driving too. I'm like, oh my god, fuck it, this person better not be following me. And
Yeah, no. No.
Heck.
We Happy
I think
Fuse on sale. I kind of really want to get that game.
I've seen that a few times.
Psychological
that game-
horror.
It's like an unsettling kind of thing, right? More so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the most scared that I've ever been is playing horror games from like anywhere in Asia. I don't know what they got going on over there. Anywhere. Indonesia, fucking Philippines, Japan. I don't think I've played a Chinese horror game that wasn't like cheesy, because I have one and it's not that good. Indonesian folklore scares the absolute shit out of me. I mean, there's a game called Pamali, and it's about folklore horror. And if you can make it through a few of those stories, you're doing really good, because I feel like I'm setting it up, but they do a really good job, like I said, with like sound design. They nail it 100%. The graphics are okay. It's not like the most visually appealing game, but story-wise, it's scary. I unfortunately didn't get to finish it because I'm at a section of the game, and I can't get past it. I can't get something to trigger. And I've tried resetting the game. I've tried like watching a YouTube tutorial at the section that I'm at, and I cannot get it to trigger. So I cannot finish this horror game.
Damn.
Which sucks, because I would love to finish it. It's got some DLC. I think the DLCs are super cheap. They're like $1 or $2. And I wanted to finish it, but I cannot. I haven't tried to see if they maybe updated that, but I uninstalled it. I'm so sad. I could not make it past. So.
Try installing it like on you guys' casual computer and see if it'll work.
I could do that. I might try that.
I remember having to do something weird for one of my games where I couldn't do anything but just keep it at where the point I left it at was. Is I went deep into my files and found it in some Windows directory within, and I completely got rid of it internally that way, and I got rid of everything and the save file, because whenever I would try to delete the icon, Steam would keep the whole save file still, and I couldn't get rid of it unless I went deep into my games files or the computer files. So maybe it could be something like that. You could just completely delete the data you already had of it.
Yeah, maybe I will, because I don't mind playing it from the top down again. So, yeah, I think like my favorite type of horror is Japanese horror. Oh, Korean horror. Korean horror is great. They knock it out of the park. Like, I think for movie night one night we watched Train to Busan. Hell fucking yeah. That movie rocked. It's about zombies, so it's like not so
Train
scary.
to the bussy.
Yeah, Train to Busan. But it is so fucking good. That was good.
Yeah, foreign horror seems to really hit different for us, because I don't know, like we're used to our like Hollywood horror we have here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you venture out to other countries, they're like, they got their own spin on shit, and sometimes it's more demented and scary than here.
Yeah. It just seems to like seep in more, I think. Because like here in America we have Outlast, for instance. That game visually is creepy. I'll not try to brag, but that game made me like sleepy. And I think it was because I kept getting chased. And I got bored because I was tired of like the same chase over and over again. And I kind of got stuck in one spot for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm not playing this anymore. And I was like falling asleep. I'm like, I'll quit. But you have those games like that here made in America that rely on like visually being gory or whatever. And then you have let's say for Japanese horror, it's all based on their folklore. And it's very psychological. A lot of their stuff is very psychological, and I think that's what attracts me to it. To see how messed up it is.
What comes to mind is Junji Ito.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One of his stories I really like of the hole that is made for you in that like has a human shaped
Yes!
hole.
Oh my
And
god,
you
that
can't
one
go-
was weird.
Once you enter it, you cannot leave backwards. You can only move forwards,
Yeah. It's
and
like
it
the
slowly
side
just
of a
shapes
mountain.
you. It just like deforms you to something like ungodly. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
He
like
like
the hole
disformed.
compels you to. You're like, this hole was made for me. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. I agree. That one
It's in a
was
whole nother
creepy.
realm of possibility.
Yeah, because he really like think outside the box. He thinks outside the box. I own 3 of his stories. Uzumaki was my very first one. That one's weird as fuck. Well, they're
It's
all
about Naruto. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's about Naruto and it gets creepy. Ramina, is about a planet coming to Earth to eat us. So that one's
Oh
interesting.
shit.
And then the other one, oh man, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But basically, this like alien woman comes. I don't know what is it. I'm just like saying it out loud. I'm like, I think he has a thing for aliens. Is this alien woman that comes down? She has like really pretty golden hair, and then the hair like takes you over and like possesses you. It's like it not possesses. It like she mind controls you with her hair.
Oh
and
shit.
that one's interesting as well. But yeah, he also made it try and look like horror. I don't know that I never read it as horror, but he made a story about his 2 cats. Because he used to not like cats till his wife got 2 cats. And it's a story about him trying to get along with these cats and developing the relationship that he now has with his cats. And it's fucking hilarious, like the way he draws the cats, like being like they like go to bite him when they're hungry, and then he makes it look like they're just like the most evil creature alive, and then in the next frame they're like looking all cute and kawaii. So, it's an excellent read. That one is really good.
Have they made any games based off his stuff?
Off of Junji Ito? That's a good question. Let's see.
It's gotta be something, right? There's a lot of people who enjoy his work. I think that probably be somebody out there willing to make a game like that.
Somebody, yeah. So I guess best horror games that reflect the work of Junji Ito. So I guess a game called Detention. Game set in 1960s Taiwan. Oh god.
You hear 1960s Taiwan, you're like, oh, I know where this is going.
Before technology, this shit's gonna be creepy. They said Layers of Fear was based off of some of it. Okay. They pulled from Tomi, which I have. That was, I think, his first one. I haven't read that one yet. I heard it's pretty rough. They pulled from that, and then I do have this game. So it's called World of Horror. And this one is based off of Uzumaki. So a lot of puzzle solving, a lot of urban legends that come from that. So
Very cool.
yeah, so there are some that like pull from his realm. So that's neat. I think they should make a full-on Junji Ito game. I think that would be dope.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd probably play it.
Shit out of you. Hell yeah. They got the Uzumaki show coming out on Netflix next summer. I hope it doesn't flop, because they tried this already once and those adaptations did not do it justice. So I hope this one does.
I think I'd probably do alright nowadays, because it seems like now that the live action stuff from like Japanese culture, like from anime and also like manga, are pretty alright compared to what it was like 5 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah, the production quality's gone a lot better and stuff. They learned from the mistakes of the past of the other stuff that's came out.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah.
You want to do the second giveaway at this point, Winter?
Do we have anybody else aside from Conker?
I'm not sure. Does anybody else wish to join this giveaway. I'm not even sure Conquer wants to anymore because he seemed pretty scared. Whatever was available.
Maybe
But
maybe I have a nice Hot Wheels game for him.
a Hot Wheels game. Oh god.
Hell yeah, Hot Wheels, let's go.
A nice
here'd
Hot
be a good
Wheels.
one. The Texter Assist.
Oh, what?
No, the Texter Assist.
It sounds
Get
like
ready for an electrifying mix between a bullet hell and a typing game. Dodge bullets while typing exorcisms at the very same time. Turn on both sides of your brain and jump into the adventure of Ray Babia, private exorcist who's trying to force the threats of a demonic outbreak and deal with his dark and sinful past at the same time. A city in decay, streets filled with thugs, crime and censorship, and only one man to stop it all. Groundbreaking gameplay, exorcists, demons, metal singers, pimps, the Pope, drama, bad jokes, and tons of hardcore action-filled boss battles for the first type-em-up game ever realized.
What a description. You can't say no, Conquer. No.
8? Holy hell.
It's
Fuck,
fucking
fuck that. This is my game now.
This is my game now. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, how about this one? Nice one. This nice one called Ring of Pain. A new
I've heard of that one.
card dungeon crawler. Ring of Pain is a roguelike card game dungeon crawler mashup.
Sounds like when you get hemorrhoids.
I think I've seen that on Game Pass. It's like a demented looking chicken on the front.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
A demented chicken. Man. What's it called? I was thinking right now of the game right now. Have you guys heard of the game Agony before?
No.
Agony. Let me look.
Oh, Conquer was away for a second, he says.
Oh.
We're doing one another giveaway, and he says he'll give you a Hot Wheels game now. I'm just kidding.
If you want, I'm sure I have one. Hold on. I'm looking.
That is too funny. Agony. That game, I've seen that. Is that the one with the goat man on the front?
Yeah, it's got like a split head, motherfucker.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that game I was actually pretty high for, but it turned out to be the biggest disappointment ever.
Shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, here we are. Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Oh yeah, I bought this game on day one, excited as fuck, because I was big into black metal and hell and shit like that. Although I don't like possession in the real world and like demons in the real world. I like hell as a concept. But
Yeah.
I was excited for Agony, and I bought it for day one, and I played it. I was like, what the hell is this game? It's so broken. It didn't make any sense. And I was just like, everything's so gory and gorgeous in the most ugly way possible. But like,
Yeah.
it just, the mechanics were not right. The audio was bugged. Even the AI and the creatures were fucking way too hard.
Damn.
So it just sucked. I have the game on disc still, but I kind of just never played it after the first 2 hours I tried it.
Would you play a game called Scorn?
I tried it, didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It was boring.
It was boring. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It seems like
How is the game called Scorn boring? Let me look this one up.
It's like a puzzle solving. It looks cool. It's like you're on a planet made of flesh. And you use everything is made of weapons. The weapons are made of flesh.
Is this just like
It's a lot of puzzles. It's like a puzzle solving, gross looking game.
Yeah,
But the
Scorn
mechanics
is-
aren't that fun.
I was watching somebody play it, and it is very slow.
Yeah.
I forget what art it's based off of. It's some fucking Swedish guy, I think. It's based off of his artwork, because I think he was actually in on the creation of the game, and then he passed away. But yeah, I was kind of hyped for it because I was like, oh man, it looks kind of gross. I kind of want to play it. And then I watched, I think I watched Insum play it, and I did not have a good time, which sucks because it looked like a kind of game I would play, but
Yeah, they put a lot of hard work into it. It's just I feel that the mechanics could be better and a like it's super slow, like you said. But I hope maybe
Yeah.
they'll update it in the future.
Maybe, yeah. I'd like to revisit it. Hopefully, maybe they do a little bit of an update.
Yeah, it was on the cloud for Xbox. I was just able to launch it without even downloading, but
Oh,
it was
nice.
still kind of boring. So I was like, I was actually planning on playing it, but I chose Prey over that instead.
Hell yeah, I get you. No, I thought of you when it came out because I have no idea why. I was like, this feels like I mean, it's not like it to me. It didn't seem super scary, but I was like, yeah, maybe it's a game childhood like. It's kind of like it reminded me of like death metal, maybe something like that, like in the black metal realm, the vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely got like a grindcore death metal look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be better, but who knows? There could be updates later.
For sure.
Yeah, now I'm just looking forward to Callisto Protocol, Dead Space 1 remake. I might even try the Silent Hill one, even though I hate paranormal. It's just one of those OG games, you know, you get to play the new version and appreciate how far we've come and stuff.
Exactly. Oh, what is that one game it's that rock and roll Jack Black game?
Oh, Brutal Legend.
I fucking love that game.
Oh man, I fucking played that game for like a year and a half, 2 years straight in high school. Fucking love it.
Good.
Okay, how about this one for you, Charles? Vade Retro Exorcist.
What the fuck? What's that?
It's an exorcism game.
Oh, I don't know about that one. The Exorcist movie was what scarred me when I was 4.
Oh God.
Yep.
That's so young.
Yeah, my mom was watching it. I caught a couple scenes of it when I was a kid.
Oh,
The one where she's turning her head all around, and the one where she's throwing up all crazy, and the one where she's fucking bouncing on the bed like a mad woman. All the crazy shit.
I'm gonna let you guys talk for a minute. I will be right back. Yeah.
All right.
What? No, she just had bad tacos. That's why she had puke.
Yeah, Exorcist is like the core of why I hate scary shit, probably.
That's fair. And those I mean the animatronic doll, they did a good job with building her to make that game more make that that movie more convincing, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's pretty much why I've been so timid about horror for a long time.
That makes sense. Something like that scarred you. I think I had a babysitter who was awful. She liked horror. And one night she was like, "Let's watch this movie about these dolls." And I was like, "Okay." I love Barbies back then. So we watched Chucky.
Oh god.
And then I didn't want her to come back. And my mom ended up getting her back because I think she was the only one that was available.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made me watch it.
Oh god.
And so it's like just fucking awful. When it came to like clowns or dolls for a long time. No, I don't give a shit, but I feel ya on the scarring.
Yeah, there's some things I can handle. Like I remember being able to watch Chucky when I was younger-ish. I was like 10.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I could watch Chucky then. I don't know. There's been like every time there was a scary movie, I'd fucking run the fuck out. So there hasn't been much I've watched.
Hell yeah. Or like, in Pinocchio, that old guy, he used to scare the fuck out of me.
Geppetto?
I don't know if you ever watched. No, well, no, not that old guy. The guy that comes to kidnap Pinocchio, take him to like the island or whatever.
He becomes a donkey or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember getting scared of Pinocchio, but not particularly then. That part, it was more so the fucking whale. The whale was scary as shit. When he started about to sneeze, the noises he made were like like the way the audio was back then was so like compressed and gross, and it just sounded so unnatural. and I was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
No, that
Like
makes
even now,
sense.
it's just like the compression back then really added to the fucking effect of it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And can't believe
Yeah.
Pinocchio scared me, but I mean it makes sense kind of with the sound.
Mm-hmm. Or if you ever watched oh fuck. What was it called? It was an old Disney movie.
The Black Cauldron.
Yeah. Black Cauldron, the fucking Skeleton King guy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was made
That's
by animated
creepy.
by what's his fuck the guy, what was his name? He's the one who did the Dragon Quest game, I think. Not Dragon Quest in Japan, but the Dragon's Lair, I think.
Oh.
It was like an arcade game that was animated.
Oh, okay.
Like I did the All Dogs Go to Heaven animation. That fucker.
Oh. That guy. Okay. I know who you're talking about, but I cannot pull names to save my life.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I gotta look it up. Don Bluth, that fuck.
Yeah, that fuck.
Yeah, Don Bluth. He made some of his scenes kind of scary in some movies too, or his animations.
Absolutely. Did things like Jim Henson's characters, did they ever scare you at all?
I do remember getting scared of what was it? Where the Muppet Puppet Theater.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing the Three Little Pigs, and the wolf character.
Mm-hmm.
He really scared me when I was like 3 or 4. When he would blow the shit out of their houses, the way he would breathe in and breathe in, he just looked like a fucking crazy looking Schnauzer. That, like a raggedy ass evil Schnauzer. And I would have dreams about him all the fucking time, and I hated it.
Damn.
But when I go back now, I'm like, that's not nothing scary. He's just a silly looking wolf.
Exactly. Oh, Ryan, you gotta sit down, buddy.
Dang old Muppets.
Dang old Muppets.
Yeah, for the most part, I enjoyed the Muppets. You know, well, you see here, I enjoy the Muppet Show, and like that dog.
Yeah. God.
Don't they have a scary Muppet movie? Or like something that's like in the spirit of Halloween?
You know, I don't know. I wasn't like my childhood was weird. So I had cable for a while and then I didn't. And then some of that stuff I've just like lost because I have no idea.
Well, there is a Muppets Haunted Mansion, but that came out last year. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was an old movie.
Whoops.
So I've never seen that one.
Me either.
Yeah, since we're talking about stuff that horror games that disappointed us really, like that game Agony I was telling you about, are there any that you have that disappointed the shit out of you and you wish were really good?
Yes. So there's a game called Okaidi, which means like welcome home in Japanese. It was one of the first like VHS aesthetic kind of horror games. And it was garbage. It did not live up to the hype. And I deleted it immediately. I was so upset because I was like, this looks so scary. And I went to play it, and it was the most boring game I've ever played.
This is going straight in the bin, mate.
Yeah, right in a bin. Yeah, that one kind of disappointed me. Let's see here. Yeah, it's alright. Let me look. Oh, you know, Layers of Fear 2 sucked.
Oh yeah?
For
The
me.
sequel?
Yeah. I did not like the second one. You don't... I don't know, you're under this like stress of being chased all of the time, and that stuff starts to like get boring really quick
Mm.
because you
Like
can't
the
take the time
Outlast
to
thing
like.
you dealt with.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've made
because
my
you can't
return.
take
Welcome
the.
back.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh.
Because you like can't take your time exploring and stuff because you're constantly like being chased, and it just starts to get old. So.
Dead
Don't like
Silence
getting
got pretty
cheated.
bad.
What?
Said Dead Silence got pretty bad. What have you guys are talking about Dead Silence?
No, games that became like you were hyped for horror games, but then ended up not being so good. And
Oh.
I was saying there's a game called Okaidi that didn't live up to the hype that I thought it would. And then Layers of Fear 2. I did not like that game at all. I did not think it was that good.
Big sad.
I know. I wanted to like it. I liked the first one a lot.
I was disappointed with Prey, despite me enjoying what the story had to offer. But just it kind of looks like it marketed itself like it was gonna be like Alien Isolation, kind of. Like with the cover, it looks creepy as shit. Like, oh man, you're gonna be always hunted down by these creatures, but it doesn't feel that way. It honestly feels like you just kind of stumble into each other randomly. Oh, there's there. There's no stalking involved. So, like, you feel like when you hear the word prey, you think, oh, I want to be getting stalked by something.
Yeah.
But it isn't really, there's no stalking. Unless you get into a certain room and you're sneaking around, but nothing really follows you too far. So I was just kind of disappointed with that. But the story was interesting. Like, I wanted to learn more of why things are the way they are in it, but
Right.
I was like, I was in it for the scares more so I dropped it for that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't, Bree.
It wasn't for me. Other people really liked it. I really liked the way that the first one was laid out and the way that the first one played. I did not like the second. I can't even watch it. I get bored. So, it's just not a game meant for me. But I still say you should play it to gather your own kind of experience, because it might be good for you. That's what I say.
What about you, Winter? You have any disappointing horror games?
All of them.
Damn.
No. I don't know, because I don't really look. I'm not like actively looking to get into horror games. Like, I don't know. I'm not like Midge, unfortunately, and I just don't like actively look for like these games to play just to scare myself shitless.
I feel that. This is recently for me, like what I like got into Dead Space and stuff. I'm like, oh, I do guess I do like some stuff, I guess, you know. But I kind of get like you're not just always looking for the next horror game to get you scared and all that.
No.
Just kidding.
What I'm excited for, though, is that I recently bought a game and I'm going to be streaming it. Like, I need to try to figure out when I'm going to start streaming again. My uncle suggested it to me, and I don't know if you want to really consider it a horror or a comedy, but I picked up the remastered Ghostbusters video game.
Oh,
Ooh.
hell yeah.
Now, my uncle really liked this because I guess it was following canon to like the original 2 movies. And you're just like a new recruit to the original 4 Ghostbusters. So they're taking you
cool.
like on these missions and everything like that, and you have to like help them with trying to capture the ghosts.
I love that.
Luigi's Mansion 2.0.
Luigi's Mansion 2 sucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, just go out with the fucking start out with firing at Luigi's Mansion 2 like that.
Well, the thing is, like, between, like, with the first one and then, like, the third one, like, the third one still kind of has you kind of limited where you go. But, like, with 2, you were restricted to a very certain part of the map. And if you wanted to go visit another part of the mansion, you had to leave, go back to base, and then pick the area that you wanted to go to. And that kind of just got really stupid really quickly.
You lost the immersion, basically, of being in a mansion.
Yeah. It's like you might as well
I've never
just call
played
it like Luigi's
so.
Apartments.
I never played 2 or 3. I love 1. 1, I remember having a hard time getting through 1 as a kid too, because I was like 7 or 8 when that came out. I never beat it. I got to like the last 3 keys and then I couldn't find them, and I was like, all right, I'm done. But
Fair enough.
I do love the game. Super cool atmosphere, and one of the few Nintendo games that is actually kind of scary if you're playing it for the first time.
I own 3, but I've never
I played Luigi's 3.
said I own 3, but I never played it because I'm always watching Bree and Midge play it.
It's good. I think it's cute. I fell asleep trying to play it on stream once.
Oh,
shit.
I think it's because I was tired. Because I'm like
man.
playing it or whatever, and I'm trying to fight this person, and I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. I'm trying to like battle through. I'm like, I gotta wake up. Oh man. Maybe
you just start walking into the wall. You just.
I think I don't know if I like removed it or not, but like I'm like sitting there like actively falling asleep, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's funny. It reminds me of I was watching a speedrunner play Mario 64, and they were dead tired, and they were like like running into the wall forever while their timer was still going.
Oh,
It was,
no.
and they were just like there, and then they woke up, and then they were just like nothing happened, kept going. Then he looked at chat. He's like, I wasn't sleeping.
There's a bug in my eye. I was just trying to suffocate him.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but that's funny. Fall asleep playing a game.
Oh man, and like one of the cutest games, Luigi's Mansion 3. It's so good. I just don't. Maybe I was comfortable with it and I started falling asleep. I don't know. I don't fall asleep to any other game when I'm playing games to get skilled. Skilled.
Yeah, I'm very careful about what I play because I have to go out at nighttime driving in the fucking rural areas. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
in all actuality, the scariest thing I got to deal with is fucking skunks walking into the middle of the world.
Oh yeah.
Fuck skunks.
Damn.
I fucking hate them.
Or little things. They don't know what they're doing. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Another game that I tried to get into that was like Outlast-ish. It kind of. I guess the camera angles aren't. The Evil Within. I didn't like that game. I thought they overhyped that game.
I haven't played it, but I watched my friend play it, and as soon as you go to the part with the spider lady, fuck that. I hate spiders and I hate the ring, and it was mixing both.
Yeah, she's pretty creepy.
I was like, nope, not playing that.
I just didn't take to it like I thought. I think I overhyped myself up, but I did not take to it like I thought I would, and I'm just like, I'm alright, because it came around I think Evil Within came out in 2014. Outlast came out a year before that, so I think it had felt the same as far as like atmosphere goes to me. So I was just like, I don't want to play that.
I hear that they're both pretty similar.
Yeah. So I think that's why I was like.
It seems like after those 2 games, they kind of had like a stint of the Outlast formula for a lot of horror games that came out.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was just like, can we do something different? And then PT came along, and then I think that's where the shift change happened. So
But yeah, PT really did do something for sure.
oh my god, an Amber Alert just went off. Woo wee!
Oh no.
This
That's not good.
man, they'll scare the fuck out of me. Okay. Oh man. Damn.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you have a top 5 list of people of horror games people should try out? Because I know you got plenty of suggestions.
Yeah. Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. You can't die. You can't die by a ghost.
I want to
think
try
that's a
that
big
one,
thing.
like, legit.
It's very good. I like that one a lot. Got some good spoops. They do repeat, so you can get used to them. Very good. And you can, like I said, you can't die. So I think that has like a big plus for that. Mortuary Assistant, of course. I think it's just good overall. It's really well built, and I like the puzzles in it. I would say if you're looking for multiplayer, I would either say Devour.
Dead by
my favorite
Daylight's a pretty good one, too.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight. I would say those two are right at number 3 for me. Both really solid games. Lots of fun to play with your friends. And like I said, you're not by yourself, so I think that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with, I didn't really talk about it a whole lot. I don't hear people talk about it at all. And I've only seen like one other streamer play it. Ghostwire Tokyo is beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen that game's visuals.
It is, and it's great. The game is really great. If you like Assassin's Creed, if you like those kind of games where you're like doing side missions and then doing the main quest as well, you'll fit right into it. It did not have any jump scares. It just dealt with a lot of like Japanese like oni masks and being in the heart of Tokyo and trying to you have a spirit that guides you that gets attached to you. He's really funny. And it's a good way to learn about Japanese folklore and Japanese like a lot of other Japanese things that you don't like know about as far as like folklore and stuff like that goes. So I think it's great. It's phenomenal and it's beautiful.
It is on sale for $29.99 right now for anybody listening.
I highly recommend it. I 100% do.
On Steam?
Yeah.
On Steamo.
Steamo.
And for my last one, between a couple of them, yeah. So there's a game I also didn't visit. That's an indie game. It's called Summer of '58. You are a YouTuber who does not believe in ghosts whatsoever. And they're here to debunk at this old torn down like elementary school, I think it was what it was. Try to debunk all the stuff that happens there. You are set in modern day Russia, so it doesn't feel like it, just feels like a elementary school that's a little bit worn down. But your flashbacks happen during older like Russian period, I think from like I'm guessing 1950s. I actually don't remember. But you do flashbacks of the ghosts that live in there. That was the clip where I have Madam, there's a speed limit in the hallway.
I was just about to
That
ask.
game. It's that game. That was really great. Story-wise, it was really great. They have more coming out, so I'm really excited about those. But yeah, those would be my top 5, so for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out there listening, keep a tab on those.
Hell yeah.
Put them on your wish lists.
Put them on your wish list.
Oof.
Or if you have any questions or like curious about certain games, I'm always free to answer those in the USG Discord as well if you're curious. I watch a lot of horror playthroughs, and I play a lot of horror games to kind of help with that too. So never be afraid to hit me up about it.
Learn how to make horror a dopamine rush today.
Mm-hmm. Learn how to overcome your fear of horror today. That's me.
I'm working on it.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Doing my best.
Do you guys have like a favorite horror-esque? Maybe it doesn't have to be directly related to horror, but something that's a little bit spoopy that you guys would recommend as well? Maybe like a top, top 1, 2.
A good question for me. Is not too sure.
And for mine and Trousers chat, there is Midge's YouTube channel. So
Oh yeah,
go over
Come on,
there,
visit.
share some love.
You can subscribe
She-
for free.
Yeah, you can subscribe to her for free. You can also subscribe to me for free too, just to let you know. But
Follow Trouser if you're just
also,
if you're just
follow
lurking.
Trouse. Yeah, follow Trouse. Supporting the channels is free.
Yeah,
Subscribing
hang out.
on YouTube, following on Twitch, it's all free 99.
Yeah.
Help us try to reach our goals so we can try to reach out extended audiences, as Midge always says.
Yeah. Want to meet new people.
Exactly. But anyways, from mine, honestly, I would have to say Grim Dawn would be one of them.
Oh, that's an excellent game.
Like it's horror-esque because you're dealing with like a lot of like, I want to say cult stuff. There's no jump scares in it, and it's a top-down loot 'em shoot 'em.
I like Diablo.
Trouse, Midge, and I at one point in time wanted to get together and start playing it and go through the story, but we've never.
You mean Storyteller?
Yeah.
Oh, you said
You said
Trouse?
me.
Oh, well, did I?
I was like, I don't remember that.
I remember this
Hold on.
conversation. Hold on. Yeah, Trouse, don't you remember, like, on 420, you were talking about this?
Oh, good.
There you go.
Well, man.
But yeah, Midge, Taylor, and I wanted to get together and play through the story. I still would love to play through the story. I'm only like level 20 something on
Yeah,
the game.
I want to play through it. It looks so good. I love Diablo. I love those type of games, so I would love to.
Yeah, it's a very Diablo-esque game. The Observation Duty series, you cannot, like, if you're okay with seeing boob and potential corpses, then you'll be fine with this series.
And a big brawny man.
Action Hank.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a
cool
big
as
dude.
fuck. Yeah, he's cool as fuck.
He pops up and you try to report him, but you try to report him as an intruder, and it says failed to submit report, or like failed to remove intruder, and then a new option pops up and it's like big dude in kitchen.
Yeah. It's so
Oh, man.
good.
And I was thinking about what game I can think of, and I'd say probably the Doom remakes.
Ooh, yeah.
Those
Doom
are
was fun.
not necessarily horror games, but they're they take place in hell. There's demons, and it's very visceral and gory, and that's a good little stepping stone right there. Because there is a little bit of jump
absolutely.
scares, but it's nothing like crazy.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fantastic one. Yeah, it doesn't have to be directly like, fucking Blair Witch, but as long as it was like some sort of like horror, gory, scary type of game.
Yo, we got a raid over here. Oh shit!
Hey, yo!
What's up, Mr. Wrong? Welcome to the podcast. Hope you had a good stream. We're playing Cult of the Lamb. Isn't that a scary game?
That
That
is
is.
a community spoopy game. Nice.
Oh, there's some horror vibes there too, guys. I think that just released very recently, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, not too long ago. Very cool.
Yeah, well, welcome on in, everybody. If you're not familiar, we're doing the Schnauzer and a Panda Walk Into a Bar podcast with my co-host Winter here, and we also have special guest Midge 007, who's a horror game expert. So,
Howdy.
welcome in, everybody, and hope you enjoy our podcast. Not super scary, it's more just leading a cult. Well, it's got that scary energy to it a little bit, right? Forgot the... Oh, no worries. Well, welcome in. You're a horror game expert, too. Sick. 2 horror game experts in here.
I love that. Hell yeah. Welcome on in.
Yeah, what were you saying again? Who was talking again?
Oh, I think you were talking about how they weren't necessarily horror-esque-ish, but you enjoy the Doom games.
Oh yeah, the Doom games. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're like super visceral, like high energy games, and
Yes.
this is badass to bob your head into the metal when you're killing everything and shit.
That score is phenomenal.
It reminds me so much of the Killer Instinct game on Xbox One because the same composer did it, and I love that game. And when you fight people in the game, the guitar noises go off when you're doing a combo, and it's just like Doom when you're blasting people in the head and breaking apart their bodies. I was like, oh shit, this is like Killer Instinct. I fucking love it.
That's phenomenal. I haven't played Killer Instinct. You said Xbox One, so it's an older, I think we can actually say retro game.
Almost, yeah, I could say it, and almost there. It's a really badass fighter. It's really complicated, but it's got some fun stuff. And the composer did Doom, and he was the perfect composer, I gotta say.
Yeah, I love that music, so I think it's dope.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna interrupt us here for just a hot second.
Go for
So
it.
being that we have people, potentially,
Mhm.
what would be our next secret word?
Oh,
So
yes.
just let people know. For both people, both communities in my chat over on YouTube and Charles's chat over on Twitch, we're gonna have Midge say a secret word. Once you hear her say the secret word, you type that word into chat, and you will be opted in for one of 4 horror games that we will be giving away tonight. We'd already had given away one. If horror games aren't your forte, then maybe I can find something in my list. Like I said, I got some Hot Wheels games.
I like how that's the got some Hot Wheels games for the kids.
For the youngins in the back.
Hell yeah.
So
Hot Wheels is the go-to.
So as soon as Midge says the secret word, everybody is welcome to join in. We'll put your name in a list, we'll spin a wheel, and we wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah.
Midge,
Yeah.
the password is...
The password is Reaper.
I hardly even know her.
Don't like scary game? Here's Zoom Zoom cars.
Exactly.
Wait, there we go, Mr. Wrong.
There we go. We got a winner.
Yay.
We'll see. We'll see if anybody else hops in.
Yeah, if anybody else hops in, we'll throw up the wheel. So if anybody...
As I said, everybody's welcome to join in, and if you just say the word Reaper, you'll be opted in for a free video game.
Free 99.
Yeah.
Can't get any freer than that.
I get
And
first,
then-
second, and third.
And then if you come in the next 5 seconds and buy one of our guitar strings, you'll get our entire inventory stock of guitar strings for free.
I got some Ernie ball strings just burning a hole in my pocket, dude.
We got so much shit. We're just giving it away.
Oh man, that reminds me of that game we were playing together, but not for broadcast.
Yeah.
Crazy Neil.
Crazy Neil closing down his shop.
Just the string. Do I gotta make a stick guitar?
No, all you gotta do is just buy the string. You get the whole inventory stock of strings. Our entire warehouse of strings, but it's over. You had 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Too bad.
We just gotta get rid of all the shit so we can have a sale tomorrow.
Yeah.
So no brass, I guess. No
Okay.
brass.
I guess Mr. Wrong wins.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Wrong, you have a choice between one of 4 games. You get to pick which one. So we have Maid of Scare, A Plague Tale Innocence, Man of Medan, or The Suicide of Rachel Foster. So we'll let you chew on that for a minute, and then get back to us when you're done and when you decide.
Oh yeah.
A good list of games there to choose from.
It is all horror-esque.
Yes.
So I know that. Oh yeah.
Well, I got you.
Well, you got it, Charles. Okay.
Then I'm gonna
Oh, I-
actually copy and paste it because you have sent it to me.
I mean, kind of. So I know that we talked about video games all night. What about movies? We are indeed too a big fan of movies in the Untitled Stream group.
We really
Oh
are.
yeah, we haven't talked too much about the movies yet.
We really haven't.
We touched upon it a little bit when you went for a break, but yeah.
Yeah, I know that you guys. I know that we were kind of talking about it with like Train to Basusi or Bussy or
Train to
whatever.
Bussy. The Basusi.
The
Basusi.
You know, it's that. It's,
Yeah.
it's that damn Yellowstone intercepting again. Or interrupting. God damn it! I can't fucking talk.
It's okay. We understood, kind of.
Jesus Christ.
No, Mr. Wrong says he has 3 of them on Xbox for free, but Maid of Scare he's heard good things about.
I mean,
Is
you can
that
always
the
take the
final
Hot
answer?
Wheels option too.
Maid of Skirt is phenomenal. The score itself is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend Maid of Skirt. It's a good one.
Is that your final answer? Okay. So I guess Maid of Scare goes to Mr. Wrong.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hold on, let me play my cheer sound.
Yay!
There we go.
Now I gotta find it. There it is. Found it.
Oh,
Okay. And Mr. Wrong, I'm gonna send you a message on Twitch here.
Made.
And that'll be
final
the
answer.
Twitch. That'll be the code to your brand new game, not car.
Woohoo! All right.
when I chicken dinner.
And you win an electric skillet.
Nice.
It's an electric skillet. It's made from Blammo.
Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da. I can't do the fucking song.
But you know what? You need
Whatever.
to put. Well, you know what? You know what? There's another prize that we need to give you. Something to go into that skillet. A car. A car. We want a car.
Oh,
A
man. It's a
lifetime supply of
minivan
soup.
and a minivan.
Okay. Anyways, we were talking. We're gonna move on to horror movies for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just kind of wind us down a little bit now. So Train to Busan. Oh my god, like Midge. Midge can find some really fucking good horror movies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Train to Busan was a really good one. And then there was also another one. Like I don't know if you really want to consider it horror. Parasite.
Parasite. Yeah, it was more. I think more is like suspense. I think.
Like that one.
It's kinda,
Like the entire time. Like when I first heard of Parasite, we started watching it. I was like, oh my god, there's a guy like peeing in the alleyway. He's gonna turn into a zombie and he's gonna fucking bite everyone, and it's gonna be a horrible fucking thing. You expect zombies the entire fucking movie, and it never happens.
Never happens.
What was another one that you introduced us to? It was what the fuck was it?
Oh god.
It was when that kid got locked in the apartment.
Oh,
Oh my god.
called like Bite Me or something.
No. I know it's on my drive. Hold on.
Let's see. Alive. Hashtag alive.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. That's a good horror movie.
Yeah, it's really good. I like that one a lot.
If you like zombie movies.
Yeah.
I hate zombies.
What?
The
Zombies
Dawn
are
of the
funny.
Dead. The Dawn of the Dead movie, the one that's remade in like 2004 or 5 with the Don't Get Down with the Sickness, that one. That shit fucked me up because zombies running like full sprinting at you like marathon runners. Fuck that. I couldn't do that.
So if I went down
fair.
there to California and made you binge watch Walking Dead, you wouldn't do it?
No, dude.
Like, no. He thought about it for a
No.
second.
All right.
All right, thanks for the game. I hate to raid and dash, but I got to start a new job tomorrow, so I got to get stuff ready for the day. Well, good luck on the new job and congrats.
Yeah,
and thanks
enjoy your brand new not car.
Yeah, thanks for the raid, and I hope you have a good night, and good luck tomorrow, man.
Bye, Mr. Wrong. Tell me why I waved at the screen.
Because you're
Nobody
used
can
to.
see me.
Hold on, I'll wait for you. Bye.
Because you're on microphone, you're on a stream, so you probably like had the instinct.
Yeah,
That's true.
streamer instinct to just
Wave a chat.
just your autopilot mode.
Yeah.
I do that shit playing video games with my friends off stream. I like start like looking at my computer screen like chat's there, and I'm like, it's not there. Stop looking.
Yeah. It's weird how you develop those instincts.
Yeah, fucking. Oh yeah, about the horror movie thing. I was thinking about because I haven't watched too many myself, but there was one movie that can kind of be considered a horror that I really liked. Was Project X. You guys familiar with that one?
Project
Let me
X.
I'm gonna look at
It's-
just the cover.
It is basically these
Oh no,
kids
I've never.
whose their parents leave and they have a huge party that blows up beyond proportion to the biggest party to ever exist in America kind of shit, where they had helicopters and shit, and
Okay.
it got so bad where it gets kind of horrifying towards the end because there's so many people and so many bad things happening because everyone's out of their fucking mind, drunk or high or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
Fuck.
fucking crazy. Like, it gets kind of scary in the end, but yeah, like they stole like a bunch of ecstasy from this crazy dealer, and he came with this flamethrower and started blowing it into the air like, you fucking kids, where's my shit?
Oh,
And the whole
no.
party loses its mind. It's like, what the fuck is this? Imagine a party like that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a crazy movie. I recommend it if you want to see some chaos.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
From the producers of The Hangover, yeah, that was that. Like the actors looked familiar.
Yeah, Project X is crazy. I haven't watched it in a while, but yep.
I remember my friend in junior high her sister was really into horror movies. Again, I hated this shit when I was younger. And she was like, let's watch a scary movie. And I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm a grown up. I can do this. And so we watched The Blair Witch.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
keep in mind, youngins who are listening, at that time you couldn't Google like anything about the show, about the actors, like anything. So when that movie premiered, none of the actors showed up to the premiere to make this look like they actually died. This shit scared the fuck out of me.
Oh.
And yeah. And so when she said let's watch the Blair Witch Project, I was terrified. Because that had gone around that they had actually died, and they didn't. But so we were watching it, and the whole time in my head I'm like, oh my god, like this is real, like I can't believe this. Like I really like dove head into that one, and I'm like sitting there crying. I'm bawling my eyes out, my friend's laughing. I'm sure if I brought this up she'd feel real shitty, but so I couldn't eat blue Jello for a really long time.
Specific ass thing.
Yeah, because like I guess when like the Blair Witch would like mark, it sounds so weird saying it out loud, she would mark who her next victim was with blue Jello, or like it looked like blue slime, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just like every time we had blue Jello at school I was like, no I can't eat that. And everybody else would eat it. I'm like, guys, don't eat that, don't eat it. Like in my head I'm like freaking out. My mom's like, you need to stop. She's like, that movie is not real at all. I'm like, okay. Like it took forever to break out of that. Even to this day I'm like, blue Jello, or it's fine. Those actors are fine. But yeah, I was so convinced. So that one scarred me for a while.
Trying to remember. Trying to think of like what my first horror movie was. But like I very quickly adapted to the fact that it's just a movie, that it's not gonna like be real or anything like that. Doesn't stop me from like bolting across the house when I turn off the fucking lights to get out of the dark. Like a fucking child.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
that's funny.
It just
darting across the hall. That's so fucking.
Just
imagine.
Because you've seen me now, Trows. You've seen my size. Imagine me just bolting across the fucking house.
Over 6 foot man across the hall. Oh shit. My brothers do that shit to this day, and it's funny because I hear them at like midnight, and then they fucking do across the hall. I'm like, oh my god. It's so funny to me.
The series that I cannot finish though is the Annabelle series. I can't finish that series.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Dolls are creepy.
They are. Like,
also, the one movie about the mirrors too. Killer clowns from space.
Killer clowns.
Dead
That
Silence
game
is the
looks
one
good.
that I watched alone and cried. Oh.
Oh.
Bree.
Wait, which one is it? Dead Silence. What is that? She keeps saying that. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
And I was gonna look it up, and now I don't remember.
Well, now we can look it up. Okay.
Dead Silence. Okay. Oh, this is the French ventriloquist one.
Ooh. Yeah, that's fucked.
Donnie
I think
Wahlberg is in that one? What the fuck?
I wouldn't be able to do this one. Just because it's got a fucking doll in it.
Yeah, I hate that shit. One movie that I really didn't want to watch was the one about the mirrors. It's just called Mirrors, I think. Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, Mirrors horror movie came out in 2008. Yeah, that movie.
Let me see.
Fucking hate that movie.
Oh, I've seen that cover.
It's like your reflection has horrific things happen and shit. It makes you
Oh,
afraid to
weird.
look in the mirror anymore.
It's made a stand. It's okay.
It's made a stand.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Ooh, Shudder. Shudder is a really good one. That's a Japanese horror movie. You see a theme here?
Oh, I almost thought you meant Shutter Island. I was like, well, that's a different
Oh
movie.
God.
No, Shudder is very good. I really like that one.
I don't know if I could watch that one alone.
Mirrors.
No.
Shudder.
Yeah.
The cut. I don't know. It's the American version isn't that scary. The Japanese version is scary. So if you watch the American version, I think you could make it through. I'm too afraid to put any horror movies on the movie night list because people are like, I know, I'm sorry.
This is what
Ooh.
I'm thinking.
An old, like, monster movie that I really, really loved is Creature from the Black Lagoon. It is a shitty ass movie, but I have a deep love for that movie. I don't know why. I just really fucking love the monster. I think he's really cool.
Oh,
But
really?
they kind of
That's
reminds me
like
of,
an old monster one I love.
it's like Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. It's older than Pumpkinhead, I think.
Pumpkinhead, my teacher from high school, was in that movie.
What? That's dope.
He died right within the first 20 minutes. He was the first one to die in it, but
Oh, rip.
he was my English teacher, and people never failed to be like, bring up the movie again, you know. But
So-
That's
yeah, I
kind of
saw
cool,
it.
though.
If you want to watch a really interesting movie, and it took me like forever because I was talking to my coworker about this one. It's about a tooth fairy. It's called
Ooh.
Darkness Falls.
Okay.
And it came out in 2003. A vengeful spirit. So here's the IMDb because I just now messaged it to my coworker. Just because I just now found it. A vengeful spirit has taken the form of a tooth fairy to exact vengeance on the town that has lynched her for 150 years earlier.
Oh.
Her only opposition is the only child, now grown up, who has survived her before.
Huh.
It's
All right.
It's a little creepy.
It sounds really creepy.
It is really creepy.
There's this movie that I've been trying to figure out for the life of me forever, but I don't know if I dreamt it up or not. I'm certain I didn't, but I was young when I watched it, back when I was like 7.
Try us.
I remember going to Hollywood Video to rent movies with my mom, and we came across this one about a game show, and they had to go through this like crazy warehouse full of like these mascot guys. They were like mascots, but creepy looking. There was like a hillbilly creepy one, and then there was a couple others, and they had to go through this warehouse as a game show, and it was supposed to be fake, but then it ended up getting too real. And towards the middle, those guys, the mascot shit started really killing them, and it got really fucking dark towards the end. And I cannot fucking remember for the life of me what it's called, and I've wanted to look for it, just don't know what it is. It's like super interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a horror show to ever do that since.
I don't know it. Yeah, I've never.
I've
heard
tried
that.
looking it up in the past, and I just can't get any luck. I'd like put in the keywords like, like game show gone wrong, horror shit, you know.
Have you watched Legends of the Hidden Temple? Yes, Google. I have.
So it has a mascot, you said?
Well, there's several mascots that are dressed like, think of like the Disneyland mascots with the oversized head,
Oh, okay.
but they were like their own unique mascots. They weren't like modeled after anything specific. They just like they had a weird hillbilly one, which is the one I remember the most, and there was a couple others, and they were like kind of dumb, but then they like they were just like fun sing-songy people in the beginning, and then it got really fucked up.
Huh.
I'm like trying to look it up right now still. I just can't find it.
I don't. Are you like? Are you sure you're not like talking like the Banana Splits movie?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, there's a fucking horror movie called Bitch Ass. I just wanted to tell you that. It must be a bad one.
Weird, like, cause I'm like horror, like googling like horror movies with mascots, and it's just like, oh, did you mean like you want to watch The Mascot from 2020? It's like,
no, it came out in like 2001 or 2002. It was older. It had like a really cheesy like quality to it. Wait. I found it.
Ooh,
It's called Slashers.
slashers.
Slasher.
Look up Slashers.
I was gonna ask you if that was it. Okay. Oh. Woo.
I remember the hillbilly guy being very weird and silly.
Oh my god, those are creepy as fuck.
Like that hillbilly one specifically, I remember the most because look at him.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
That I can't believe I remembered or found it. Like, oh my god.
Wow.
I kind of want to watch it again.
A 4.7 out of 5.
It remember it's fucking me up when I was a kid.
A 20%
It
on
would
Rotten
fuck me up
Tomatoes.
now. Well, that means it's good because Rotten Tomatoes is ass.
It did have a cheesiness to it that I remember. It was very cheesy but also scary.
Huh.
Fucking crazy. I just looked up what did I put? I put game show with the mascots 2001. And that's what came up.
There we go. Google knew.
Slashers, that's it right there. That movie's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's the one I remember probably the most aside from The Exorcist.
Oh god, it's bringing up other movies like Terrifier. That was a fucking creepy movie.
Terrifier.
You never watched Terrifier?
I have not.
Oh,
Even heard of
they
it.
had that sequel come out, didn't they?
I think they're working on the sequel.
Well, this clown guy, isn't it a clown guy with like black lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did make the sequel, and the reviews were like people were in the theater throwing up. It's so bad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how like the first showing went. Is like almost everybody in that theater threw up.
Jesus.
I
was like,
wonder why.
Oh, God. I've seen. I mean, there's some gore I won't watch, but like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm half curious, like, I wonder what it is, but the part of me is like, no, it's fine. We don't have to know. It's okay. And I don't remember. Let me see. What was it called? Terrifier? Terrifier 2 reviews.
Is it on Netflix? Oh my god, really? Hold on.
I remember the movie The Mist being kind of scary with Mel Gibson. I think
that was Signs. The Mist, I think, had.
The Mist wasn't good.
I thought it was fucked up at the end. What happens? I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody who's not seen it, but if you guys know what happens at the end, it's pretty fucked.
Oh yeah. The end.
It's weird.
The end was stupid. Like I fucking hated the end.
Okay, here we go. So, its follow-up, Terrifier 2, is definitely a step backward. Oh, this is a review, so hang tight. I'll try not to have any spoilers. It boasts a runtime almost double the length of its predecessor, and definitely does not pull back when it comes to extreme graphic content. But its plotting is more of the standard variety that we've seen since the 1970s. Let's see. Yes, Terrifier 2 is absolutely 100% as disgusting and horrifying as it has been advertised. People fainted and vomited during the first showing.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
That's fucking crazy.
The first 10 minutes is what got people. There's 2 brutal, disgusting murders.
Damn.
I don't know.
Well, I want to watch it. Like.
That's reminding me of another movie. This reminded me of another movie I wish not to speak about on stream because it's that fucked up. I don't want anyone to look it up.
Oh.
It's terror. It's not. It's more like it's terrifying and also just beyond. Like I don't know. It's like not a human.
That's fair.
It feels. I don't know how to explain it. That's all I'll say. But yeah.
Yeah, because there's a couple at work, a couple guys at work that watch horror movies, but they watch like foreign horror movies, and that shit gets a little too much for me. Like French horror movies, no.
French horror movies?
French or Italian, none of that shit. They do not hold back. And the more I draw my line is that like abuse with women, any sort of, I cannot do it, and I will not watch it.
Yeah.
Like Clockwork Orange has a very particular long-ish scene.
Oh yeah.
I cannot. I can't do it.
I respect that. That's not a good thing to watch when
I kind of, so I will apologize in advance. I kind of tried starting watching that movie yesterday, going into it blind, just because I was curious what the fuck was with the guy with just the one fucking eyelash.
Yeah.
And
to be fair, there's some good parts in the movie though, but yeah.
I watched about 20 minutes of it. I'm just like, this is not my movie.
Yeah.
I've watched it many times. Conqueror's Bad Fur Day's first scene when it shows him on the seat with the crown, that's taken directly from the beginning of Clockwork Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring into the camera very sulkingly and creepily.
Yeah. So like, I've seen it before. I saw it in college because as a college kid, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch all of the movies, and like Clockwork Orange is like boasted to be like a cult classic, and so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. And then like I get to the scene and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And like I will never watch it again. So that's kind of where I draw my line, is like I won't personally watch those movies. Other people obviously are gonna do whatever they want to do, but I will just watch like fucking Ouija board or whatever the fuck that one is.
The most shocking I'll ever go is the Human Centipede.
Oh, that one was gross. That was so gross.
I've watched all 3.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I've watched all goddamn 3 of them. Because I was an edgy teenager and I had friends all over like, yeah, let's fucking watch all 3 in one night. Because I had like 5 friends over and we just watched them.
Oh god.
And it was like the next morning we're just like sitting there like, what in the fuck, man?
Number 3 was just by far the most disturbing of the 3.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse and worse when you didn't think it could get any worse.
Damn.
Like when the sheriff was having that nightmare, like, he was a dick. He kind of fucking deserved everything that nightmare happened in that nightmare. Because that sheriff was an absolute dick. But oh my god, when they went through the extremes of that nightmare. I don't know if you know what particular spot I'm talking about.
I think I remember. I probably wiped it out of my memory at some point, but
okay, we're not going to go into detail on it.
Yeah, if it's too disturbing, we could just let people watch it for themselves if they're that morbidly curious.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, if you're real curious. I hope you like poop.
I hope you like poop. It's not spoopy season, it's poopy season.
Dirty stinky boys, I hope you're in for it.
Oh man, you're gonna want to take 2 baths after you don't watch it this.
Oh god. Okay, so it kind of, it didn't do as well as I would have hoped it would. So this movie called Unfriended was all filmed on Skype.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that movie.
I liked it because it was just a different take, and it kind of, when it came out, no one had done that type of movie yet where it was like, oh, like your computer's haunted, but like no one had done that yet, and I was like, oh, I can respect it. Was it the greatest horror movie? No, but I can respect it for what it was, and it tried to like branch out. Okay, it kind of reminded me of like a YouTube indie horror movie that got to be like on Netflix. Kind of where I like draw it. So I I like those.
I actually lived that, believe it or not, in a way, before the movie even existed. Do you recall a website called Stickam back in the day?
Dick hand?
Stickam, like Stickam, Stickam.
No.
No.
It was like before Twitch. It was like well, it wasn't for gaming. It was more for like chat rooms with like 10 webcam slots available and a chat room where you could just chat. So people took up the slots, and whenever someone left, you could take up a slot for webcam, and you just had like chat rooms to chat with people. And I was part of a group called Elmo's World for a while. It was back when I was like 14, 15. And they were trying to play a prank. A couple of the members of Elmo's World, they were all in on the trick of being possessed during this, streaming together.
Oh.
And they were like trying to fuck with everybody. Like, one of the guys pretended to have a knife, and they pulled it out and like would start looking at it strangely, and then like this playing crazy tricks on it, and people actually getting scared and whatnot. And like, it was like I was even a little tripped out. I was like, "Holy shit, what's happening right now in the chat?"
Oh my god!
It was weird.
Wild
it was
west of the internet there.
back in like, I was like, how old was I? Like 2010, 2009.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a really strange moment. But they ended up like a week later admitting to it being fake. But they were trying for the longest time to convince everybody, like, I don't know what's happening to me. What everything just went black right now, like that.
Oh my god.
And I was like, yeah, that reminded me of that movie. I was like, yeah, I lived that shit, but it wasn't real,
Yeah. That's like that was the beginning of all those video chat systems just in general. Like my friend and I were talking on my stream yesterday. We used to use this chat service called Uvu.
Uvu?
And yeah, it was Uvu. It was spelled like this. Uvu.
Oh, okay. Uvu.
I don't even know if they exist anymore, but I just thought the name was funny. Oh, they do. Wow. Well,
I'll just tell you this now, Stickam exists still, but they closed down and then they reopened it as a fucking porn site. Made me sad. I was like, they discontinued it in 2018 or 2019, and then they were like, we're bringing Stickam back, and then it turned out to be a fucking client to route you to different porn sites. I was like, fuck, dude, would you do this?
It's not bringing it back.
They were announcing it. It's coming back. Nope, that's something totally different.
Damn it, that's not what I'm looking for.
Get this schmite off my screen.
Get out of here. Yeah, I think one night in Discord we watched a bunch of like YouTube horror shorts, because I think some people can really be effective within a very short amount of time. I love short movies. I played a couple for folks, and it was a good time. I have
good time.
Yeah, like Jacksepticeye, I think he made one about the pandemic that was really, really fucking good. I think it's only like 15 minutes long. It's not long at all. And then he's making another one that he flew to LA to make that I'm kind of excited about, so I'm waiting to see what that one looks like. But the kid that made the Backrooms video short, that shit was excellent. He's 16 and used all free software. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but
goes to show you can do anything on the internet, huh?
Right?
Yeah, and be super effective. I don't think it's scary. I think it's like suspenseful, but none of it like. I think there's one jump scare, but it's at the very end of the movie, and then it just like it ends, and they don't explain anything, which usually pisses me off. But in the case of that movie, I thought it was really, really good.
It's like Donnie Darko. It doesn't explain much. It's confusing.
Yeah. It's like, okay, all right, well, fine.
I'll let that just marinate in my head for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Okay, Killer Bunny, got it.
Killer Bunny.
Now, what would be like one of the most disappointing horror movies that you guys have seen?
The Seed of Chucky. That one was just funny. I mean, I wasn't. I was
wrong.
It was disappointing as a scary movie. It was funny, but you know, it was more in the realm of the scary movie parodies.
Yeah, I got a good one. I initially watched this thinking it was gonna be scary, and it wasn't. It Leprechaun 5: Back in the Hood.
That is totally a horror movie title right there.
It's so funny. It's so good if you ever watch it.
Back in the
tell me if
Hood.
you watch it.
I love when directors just don't give a flying fuck anymore. It's like Sharknado level of bullshit.
Yeah, there it is. Leprechaun in the Hood, made in 2000. It's only an hour and a half long. Oh my god. Ice-T's in it. Coolio's in it. It's so good. It's so good. Funny as fuck.
Jesus. Yeah.
What about you?
I've done like, there are nights where I get bored and I'll just like browse Netflix, Hulu, and all that kind of stuff to see if there's like any like decent horror movies, see if I could get get like a cheap thrill, I guess I should say. But there's some really shitty horror movies out there. Like, I think one that I watched was like when something in the air suddenly started making people want to like if you breathed this air, it just made you like instantly want to just like try to like kill yourself.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And like you couldn't tell when this air was gonna be there. You couldn't tell like where the air was. So you had to like figure out like how to like seal your environment and like not like have like any like holes in your like in your vehicle, or like any kind of cracks in the windshield, or like your windows couldn't be broken in your house. Like you had to figure out how to like seal your environment, because one breath you're just gonna be like, well, I just want to go fucking die.
So you just fart. Oh, that's it, and you break your neck.
I can't remember the name of it.
Just called Breaking Wind now.
The Happening, I think, is what it was.
Someone turned on a tractor in the lane in front of it and got grinded. Ugh.
Ew.
That reminds me of goddamn Manhunt, the video game by Rockstar. That shit's crazy.
I don't think I played that one.
Manhunt is very disturbing. But I heard you can't play it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called The Happening. In New York City Central Park, people begin committing mass suicide. The event is believed to be caused by a bioterrorist attack using an airborne neurotoxin. And the behavior quickly spreads across the northeastern United States. High school science teacher Elliot Moore and his wife Alma are convinced by Elliot's mathematician colleague Julian to accompany him and his daughter Jess on a train out of Philadelphia. However, they learn that Boston and Philadelphia have also been infected.
Jesus Christ.
It was like a Final Destination kind of thing, a little bit, but death is the one. Death isn't chasing you; you just want to kill yourself.
Yeah, basically. You breathe this air,
That Final
you're fucked.
Destination. That Final Destination on the mind, because they've been having a marathon of it on TV.
I can't watch any more Final Destination. After the roller
I've watched
coaster,
the first
I was
three.
done.
Yeah, I've watched only the first three. The roller coaster was pretty. Yeah, like, oh shit, I love the carnival. No. And I still think about those fucking trucks with the logs on the back.
Oh, every time.
I hate being
Every
behind
time.
them.
Every time I think about that too, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, movie. What the hell?
Same with the gas tankers.
Oh, my dad hauls those, or used to.
I hate those things. It's like it's gonna blow up any second.
I know. I know, they make just like all the people that have anxiety, they're just like, hey, what if we tapped into this new part of your brain? You're like, oh no. Please don't. It hurts.
No, a movie I really wanted to watch is kind of horror, but not. Willy's Wonder World.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
it's so good.
It's amazing.
I mean,
Nicolas
it's bad.
Cage.
It's pretty fucking bad, but it's so bad that it's good.
Charles, you will love it so much.
See, I love movies that are bad. They're good.
Yes, you will fucking love this movie.
Whenever you
And I love Nick Cage. He's the best.
Whenever you watch this movie, Charles, invite me because I want to go watch it again.
It's so good.
Where is it on? Like
Hulu?
Netflix? Oh, Hulu. I think I have Hulu. I'm not sure though.
I mean,
I'll
have
have to
Hulu.
check. Because we have an Xfinity plan at my house. I'm not sure what it includes. I know it has EA. I mean EA fucking. Not EA Sports. Fucking ESPN. What I mean.
No, I've got Hulu.
And
Like, if you ever want to watch it, hit me up.
All right. I'd love to see that. It sounds fun.
Okay, we'll get Midge on it too.
Yes, please. Please, I love that movie more than anything.
It's like funny Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, my
Yes.
old bud must go to bed. Long day tomorrow between work and Halloween events and such. You guys have fun. Bye, Bree.
Bye, Bree.
Boy, Bree. Thanks for hanging out.
Yee.
Yeah, because I'd say we're getting pretty close to wrapping up here ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
So,
I could say I could do some closing thoughts out here.
Oh yeah.
some closing thoughts. Yeah, because we've been going, like, especially you guys. You guys have been really going tonight. I've been kind of on the
there's-
sidelines.
I was honestly in the beginning not sure how much I would have to offer in terms of talking about horror, but I mean I had some good stuff. I think.
You contributed a lot. Actually. So
I thought I was just gonna be in the corner like I don't like horror.
I can
No,
wait to see you.
surprise! It's me that's in the corner here. Y'all have just been working your butts off tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Anyways,
Yeah, all in all, horror is a fun time if you have the right people around and also the right vibes for the game, I guess too. Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And the same goes
Yep.
for movies.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think if you like me want to conquer fear and look it right in the face and then poop yourself, I think you should play horror games. People enjoy watching you and your soul leave your body on stream, but it's a good time.
Yeah, you'll have fun things to look back on later, for sure. Like
Yeah.
I look back on my scared moments and I fucking laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
It's like, I was such a bitch.
Ah, you little pussy.
and it's always so
Go to
good.
play it again, you're like, ooh.
And it's always so good to get these two in a jump scare too. Like when they're so focused on the game and they're not paying attention to people who are dropping alerts.
Alerts are so scary sometimes.
They are. FBI open up, it still makes me like fucking. My heart skips every
Because
time.
the first knock is the what gets you. Like for me, the
FBI open up.
run one where it goes run.
Oh.
That one fucked me up.
Yeah, that one can be scary. There's one on the sound thing. If you look, there's one called Knock Knock, and it is so fucking realistic. It's terrifying.
God,
It
I
sounds
hate
like
that
somebody's
one.
knocking on your door.
I hate
I
that
think
one
I
so
just-
much.
To people. I love doing that one to people.
Ugh.
I legitimately hate that one because I'm always petrified of who's the door because I never answer my door. So when I hear it, I'm like, who the fuck's there? So I like reach for my sword just in case.
Oh god. Your master sword.
Reach for my soul.
Listen,
Oh,
you
man.
never know who's gonna be on the other side of that door, so it's always like you gotta be prepared.
That's
It's-
right.
it's-
No, I love
It's funny. One of my alerts is me screaming like a monkey, and people love to get me with that one. And it's just me, and I get scared every time too. It's
Scare
like,
yourself?
fuck. It was a clip of me doing because I have a little monkey in the background of my stream.
Uh-huh.
He's a little ventriloquist monkey, and I could put my hand in his mouth and make him talk.
Oh, okay.
And someone asked, "Hey, how's Poopy Kong doing back there?" And I grabbed him like, "Well, if you want to know how he's doing," and I went like really loud. I'm like, "That's how he's doing." And it just became one of my alerts, but it still gets me because it's so abrupt and shrill.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta love a good alert.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of moments that we can all like sit back on and really enjoy. And it's been a great time to be with Untitled Stream Group.
Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Midge, I want to thank you so much for being on here tonight. I do greatly appreciate you spending some time with us as we talked horrors and spooks.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I like your guys' podcast. I was very excited to be on it. So
We're glad you made it with us.
hell yeah.
Yeah, you should tell people where to find you at, Midge. They want to catch more of your stuff.
Oh yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Just search Midge 007. I'm the only one out there. You can find me on Twitter, Midge Sniper 007, and you can still find me on Twitch. If you look up Midge 007, you can find me there as well. So
There you go.
But you are starting to make your transition from Twitch to YouTube, though, right? Like,
I am. I'm slowly making it. I'm doing my best. My Twitch channel grew a little bit than I had expected it when I was doing more YouTube stuff. So at the moment, my main streaming channel is YouTube. So if you guys could just subscribe. Please.
Yeah, go subscribe. Do it.
It's
Do
free.
it now.
It's free.
Or else the boogie woogie monsters are gonna get you.
Yeah, I'm gonna come bite your feet in the middle of the night.
Good shit.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
The feet nibbler.
Watch out.
And there's a lot of Untitled Stream Groups that's starting to make their way to YouTube just because of all the things that's been going on with Twitch and everything like that. But
Oh yeah.
what can you do, I guess, right?
Can't always put your eggs in one basket. You just gotta spread out and, try new things.
Well, you can find me on TikTok too. I send lots of TikToks to people as well. So
So yeah,
It's a good
go check her out. Midge 007, one of our, as I said, the only person I think in Untitled Stream Group. How do you spell their Twitch usernames? Midge, MIDGE 007 007.
yeah.
Damn. Easy clap.
That's it. That's me right there.
Alrighty. Well, thanks again, and I hope everyone has a great night. It was a fun time talking.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in here, hanging out with us. Bree, Conquer, Mr. Wrong, 8-Bit.
Yeah. Glad you guys are all there. Even the lurkers who are just chilling, listening in.
Yeah, lurkers.
Thank
are
y'all.
BB. Good job, lurkers.
All right. So, yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go find someone to raid out to.
Alrighty. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for
Good
joining
night.
us.
Yeah, bye.
Well, chat, that brings us to the end of another podcast. Great podcast tonight. I do appreciate Mitch taking the time to come out and hang out with us tonight. Absolutely fantastic evening. Tomorrow is Halloween, so you probably won't see Charles and I together hanging out. I'm going to be doing some things on my own tomorrow, so go hang out with Trows. We'll figure out some other kind of thing to do in the future. But thank you all so much, and you all have a good rest of your evening. Bye!